what up?
I need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
Coach Championship.
Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran.
Darnell is the Ball State legend. I'm the Warren Central High School legend.
I'm proving with a reliable source, straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to Yost.
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
Better stay in your lane. Hop into
You are fucking insane. Dude, what? You just will not give this guy his flowers. What is wrong with you?
Oh, you must have thought I was a bitch.
I am him. Use not it. What's the topic? With your logic when I flow. Big Komodo, how it's talking.
Got to get back to letting the baby cry a little bit to see if they can soothe themselves. That's a bar.
Issues get pressed so past it, don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
I identified him after his third fight, and I said that guy can be a star.
I'm so proud of the show, bro.
The gap. Smitty and Jason Brown.
Coach JB show.
An email,
homie. My parents got emails.
an email to tell you your
That was a possible.
that your sister had someone with a gun entered the house, entered the school.
Yep.
And your mom got an email.
Yep.
That's how you got along.
And my cousin, because my cousin, she's a freshman.
And you have faith in Kamala.
Goes to the same school.
You have faith
That's
in the
my
government and how we protect our kids.
There you go, bingo. I don't have faith in the government, right or left, homie, or right, left, up, down.
We're on.
Oh, you didn't zoom in, homie. Say where you at.
Because I do everything.
Don't start until we zoom in. Don't say shit.
Anyway, we knew we were on. I was just fucking with Smitty. Let me zoom in on my glorious face. Let's get it cracking, man. It's Truth Telling Thursday. It is what up? That's what time it is. It's Truth Telling Thursday. Steve Kim joins the show. We got a lot to dive into. And pound that like, subscribe, become a member. Smitty was just telling me a little story that a guy walked in with a little gun to his sister's school. Student walked in with a gun, another student. And that's just the world we live in. I don't know if I could put my kid in school anywhere, public school anymore. Yeah. Nowhere, private school, not, and just homeschool now, which I used to hate. I used to despise homeschool. But now, seems like that's the spot to be. I don't know. I might have to teach my own kids my own shit. But listen, it's Truth Telling Thursday. Steve Kim joins Smitty and I. We have a loaded show. The realest show. It is Thursday night football. Jets, Patriots are in the building tonight on a short week. But what do I know? As I'm going to dive into this. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one, and join our winnable.com/slap-picks today. And head on over to betonline.com and use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, and get you 50% off plus welcome bonus. Let's dive into this, man. We are approaching another Thursday night football game on Amazon, which so far has a track record of being the worst games of the week. We are reminded that teams coming off short day rest seldom don't play well, and injuries are at an all-time high. Aaron Rodgers will be an interesting watch tonight as he navigates the pocket against a pretty good Patriots front four. And can he get the offense going and sustain some drives? The Patriots offense is not good. I ask you to watch how this plays out. The more possessions the Jets get will be because the Patriots offense isn't very good. So maybe Aaron Rodgers can capture some more possessions and snap the ball more than 48 times tonight, which has been their average through 2 games. Can A-Rod and Garrett Wilson finally become what we all thought they would be after watching them on Hard Knocks last year and seeing the highlights from practice each and every week on the Jets' IG stories? The Patriots have a lot to play for. They are playing for a coach who seemingly was told he would never be able to replace Bill Belichick, and they have no quarterback. So they would be the bottom of the barrel in the AFC East. And they have only come out and beat the Bengals, taken the Seahawks to overtime, and played better defense than anyone would have expected. I think that the Jets have their hands full tonight and that they should prioritize signing Hassan Reddick. Since my guy, Jermaine Johnson, is now done for the season, they have no real pass rusher besides Quentin Williams, who's an inside guy. They need another outside pass rusher to assist that defense, which has underperformed through 2 games and are one of the worst in rush defense through 2 weeks. Should be an interesting matchup, but I am more interested in this Jets team led by Robert Saleh, who has underachieved as a head coach to date. And maybe this roster is just made up of a bad nucleus of guys who aren't really good. We're going to dive into it. Patriots take on the Jets tonight. Cam Newton reportedly spotted at Miami Dolphins practice for unspecified reasons. And also hear that he worked out with the Carolina Panthers. Tyreek Hill tweets, "This team already has too many kids," quote, end quote. CJ Stroud tells Jalen Johnson to stop telling his secrets on Richard Sherman's podcast about defensive scheme. He was talking about Palms coverage that Coach Noel Mazzoni and I broke down yesterday for you guys, which we also call Cover 6. Dan Campbell is selling his house after fans figured out where he lives after the loss last week to the Bucs. Gardner Minshew breaks down what Max Crosby told him after throwing a pick during the Raiders-Ravens game before the comeback, the epic 10-point comeback in the fourth quarter. And we need that Washington State Gardner is what Max told him. But before we begin, you already know my main man, my co-host extraordinaire, my Naptown legend, my Far 317 Far East Sider, the Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, and Caitlin Clark jocking, AR5 believing in Naptown's only Big Smitty. Welcome him in.
Wham, 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 wham.
What you doing?
Wham.
You on camera?
Wham, wham, wham.
You on camera?
What's going on, y'all? It's the East Side. It's the Jiggle-8, Naptown. You know what's going on, Far East Side. We in the building, 317 Thursday. Ooh, wait.
Ooh, look at that ticker.
Where you get this from, JB? I ain't never seen it before.
I did it.
Where you get it from? I just asked you
I can't
that.
tell you where I got it because I don't really know yet.
Oh, you stole it?
Nah, someone gave it sponsor. Someone sponsored.
How much money you got on there?
I don't know yet.
What you mean? I don't know. If you got it, I mean, you got the money. Are you gonna pay Bailey a little bit? You ain't gonna pay Bailey?
Some money if we can.
We here live though. It's Thursday, man. Last day in studio this week. Thursday night football, Patriots and Jets, and the chat is popping. We got Sanchez, Dirty Sanchez. We got Bernie Sports Pub. He at the bar right now making up drinks and wings. We got Nate. We got Trey is raw. Trey is raw. Put a condom on, brother. We got Ron, who hates me. We got the Atlanta team, and we got Ozzy 221, man. We live here all damn day. Loaded show. And I can't wait, man. If you guys saw my car ride on the way to the studio, I'm ready to cook JB on any debate. He wants to get it. I don't give a. What happened?
I just got a text.
A bad text?
About the ticker.
What happened?
The stuff to hang it up and the remotes and all the shit is in the other box that I have at home because I got another ticker for the lounge, smaller ticker, and I didn't know that all the shit was in one box. I would have put it in 2 boxes if I was advising their marketing team, but they gave us 2 tickers. These things are very expensive. You see, these are real deals. Once they're hanging on the wall, you'll see them behind us. It's pretty fire.
That ruined my day, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty fire.
That ruined my day.
Hector, what up, Hector? I ain't been seeing Hector in a while. Shout out to Hector, OG.
Hola, como estás?
Matthew Stafford producing. Oh,
what?
Producing like his old self in past happy scheme has terrific matchup.
You can't read, homie?
Against Cardinals. Well, I don't want to go too fast.
You can't read, homie.
Running back Alexander Madison. So you got to look at these. You got to look at them close. Jacoby Myers, NFL Today, 8:15 Eastern.
Oh, you reading the ticker?
Yeah, read the ticker, homie.
I thought you was reading comments, homie.
God damn. Look at that. We got the lines on there. This is not, by the way, don't look at the ticker and think it has to do with our show. We're just showing you, because obviously that shit ain't tonight or tomorrow or nothing like that. So, Smitty, are you really you didn't know what the fuck I was reading?
Well, you said Hector at first, and then you transitioned immediately to this.
There's a comma after everything I say, homie, when there's no writing down. When I don't write nothing down, you got to understand I put a comma in everything. Let's dive into the show. Let's get to the quote of the day.
Here we go.
BetOnline.ag. Use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV. Smitty, no one ever drowned in sweat. Work harder.
Woo! Yeah. That's one of them ones. That's one of them. Ding, 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 ding. Alert, alert. Coach JB show alert. Coach JB shirt. Top 5 all-time quote of the day. Top 5 all-time quote of the day. Enter the building. I love that, JB. You ain't never drowned in sweat. You can't sweat enough, Ozzy. You can't sweat enough, Gabriel Stevens. Baby girl. Keep going.
I never drowned in sweat. I don't get it.
You don't even sweat, homie.
You motherfuckers don't work. You guys just don't understand it. I never drowned in sweat ever in my life.
Best blood, don't sweat.
I'm just telling you, I don't. I never drowned in sweat. Have you?
Nope.
Work harder, pussies.
I like that.
Contrary to belief. Brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over to Prize Picks. Use the promo code Coach JB. This is something that is one of my favorites. I use it all the time.
Okay.
When you are good at something, you tell everyone. When you are great at something, they tell you.
I like that. That's a standard contrary to belief.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a standard one.
Don't rank that because that's not mine. That's Walter Payton, by the way. If you guys don't know who that is, Walter Payton. We have his son on here quite often.
Do your research.
Jared, good friend of mine, Jared Payton. He was on the show, and we actually showed him as a baby in the 85 Super Bowl. If you haven't watched that show, go back and watch it. You can go back and watch it. But yeah, I've used that for a long time. But poll question. Let's get right out the gate. All you guys chime in out there on X, out there on there we go. Here we go.
You sound like Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Make sure you retweet it on X if you're there watching on X. Leah, I know Leah watches from X. And then a lot of dick writers on X.
Are you on X? Or have you ever been on X?
That's Twitter now. So
my fault. I thought you was talking about my fault. My brain was a whole nother area. I know you used to go to the Diddy party, so I thought you used to be on X.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's okay.
What the fuck is X?
Ecstasy.
Oh hell no.
What you mean?
Don't you call it X?
That's what that's what y'all called it. Your generation used to say X.
Gay term.
My generation.
Can the Jets? Here we go. Poll question. Can the Jets prove that they are Super Bowl contenders tonight?
No, they can't. No. Easy answer.
The ticker stopped.
Nah, we meant to do that. I think we should probably move it though here in a minute. To answer your question, no.
Plug it in.
What's going on, homie?
Plug in. Unplug it. Oh, there we go. Back cracking.
Are we good? Ask the question again. Why you put the cup on top of the thing? Now that I'm thinking about it, that makes no sense, homie. Horrible decision. Horrible coaching. Ask the question again. Set me up again. Rewind.
I thought I broke the brand new ticker, homie. God damn. That's BPS.
That's some BPS shit. We'll break some immediately. As soon as we get it, it'd be pissed too.
Can the Jets prove tonight that they are a Super Bowl contender?
I'm going to say hell no. Only because the competition isn't great enough for us to warrant that thought. Even if they go out here and they win 35-17 in an impressive manner, I'll be impressed, but I wouldn't automatically go to Super Bowl contender because I'm not a believer in the Patriots. And listen, to their credit, they've been playing better than I expected. They've been playing harder than I expected, and they look better than I expected. I will give them credit for that. They should be 2-0 right now. They're 1-1. They lost a close one last week. So
Jay Uso, you must have just got in the chat.
What happened, homie?
Explain to him why we're not moving the merch.
We're not moving the merch, homie, because the merch, that sponsor, homie, brand new sponsor.
But why? Tell him what the ticker's not live.
The ticker's not live
really
either, homie.
The ticker, homie.
We just showing y'all that we have the ticker. It's not set up yet. It's not hung up. We just showing y'all.
Skybox is the name of the company.
Realest. Come on, man.
Read the ticker, homie. No, we're not live with it.
I ain't never heard of Skybox, bro.
Come on, Oos.
This dude lame.
Come on, Oos.
Come on, man. Get your life together.
So lame, though.
Why?
Because I smoke it.
I'm cool with some Usos, though.
Not some.
No, for real. And I'm cool with you. I'm at the. I ain't say man. I'm at the OG with you.
Yeah, you met
He
the king.
hey, he was
You
in-
actually met a king.
He was in that. He was getting it too. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you met a king.
Exactly. So I'm
A
good.
real king.
And I
You
shook
don't-
his
you don't
hand.
know how that works.
But I shook his hand,
You don't know
man
how
to
it
man.
works.
So
You
I'm
don't know how-
good.
you don't know how
I'm
polys-
good
you don't
now
know how
though.
polys
But
work.
I'm good now.
Hey, Oos, let me ask you something. Josh Fela, you in here? TJ, you in here? A couple Usos that play for me. Are there more Fafas now in your guys'
Group.
It's not a group.
I know, but I'm trying to help you
It's
out.
a
Community.
ethnicity. It's
Community.
An ethnicity. It's an ethnicity.
Community.
Are
That's
there
a good
more
word.
Fafas now growing up? Because I'm like Tua, right? Like he's got to be on the Fafa side, no? Like you guys look at him like, fuck, it's Fafa. A lot of Fafas on me. I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest.
If you was an Uso,
D Jones, for
be
you
a
to
Fafa.
sponsor the ticker, we are good question because we are gonna take sponsorships.
Yeah.
And we'll put your name on the ticker.
or your business. If you have like a small business and you want to be highlighted for that episode, we are taking
Both
that.
Usos agree to me.
Dang, like DJ U.
They know the real.
Same time.
Shit. Yes, sir. And it's killing me, Us. And then Jay Uso said, "Hell yes, Us." Fafa's like DJ.
JB, if you was part of that,
But DJ Pops,
you be a Fafa.
DJ Pops and Uncle. DJ Pops and Uncle, not Fafa.
Great, I better chill.
That motherfucker's real one.
Just because DJ you ain't playing right don't mean he's soft now.
Yeah.
Let's not go too far.
Yeah.
Homie. Too damn to be true. Homie.
He not playing good, but don't
let that fool you.
Don't get it twisted. Each his own, but
Right.
What is that?
Huh?
What did you just do?
What?
You shot something at the.
Whoa.
You shot something at the
No, I
screen.
didn't, bro. I would never do that. What are you talking
Better
about?
rewind
You
it.
stop lying. I
You
ain't
just did some shit like this.
It's a dance that the kids is doing. I ain't got nothing to do with
I
no.
see that.
I ain't got no. I don't never promote violence. But the Jets, though, I don't think they can really prove that they're Super Bowl contender just because the Patriots aren't good enough for that to be a thing. Now they're playing the Chiefs, they're playing the Bengals, they're playing the Ravens, they're playing the 49ers. They're playing against a top dog team that we consider a contender. Then maybe yes, I would give them that. But they got to go out here and have an impressive win. I want to see Aaron Rodgers continue to get better and get more comfortable in the offense. I want to see the weapons around him get more comfortable with him. I just want to see improvement. They got better last week in week 2 than they were in week 1. I just want to see constant improvement. And to me, that'd be just a good sign as someone who, I'm a neutral fan. I like Aaron Rodgers. I want to see him be successful. And so for me, I'm looking for improvement, JB. That's it. How about you?
I think they got a bad nucleus. And
Okay.
especially on Thursday night, we won't see nothing. Because Thursday night is, to me, the biggest failure of Roger Goodell's tenure. Thursday night has hurt more players in a supposed I'm player safety guy generation. And they're coming off short weeks. They don't practice during the week because they're recovering from Sunday. So by the time they recover, it's Tuesday. They're still in no gear or pads. They run nothing but install and scouting reports for the opponent they're about to face, which is the Patriots, who's in their division. They're going to look at old game film. They're going to look at the first 2 games this year. They're going to break it down. Special teams coach is going to get to special teams. They're going to do the new 5-5 kickoff, and they're going to do all that shit. They'll break that down. But really, what have they practiced? Where have they done? What have they done? They haven't hit. They haven't done anything. And now we're going to go back out there, throw them out there to the Wolves, go full speed right out the gate, and I knock on fucking wood that we are going to not have any major injuries tonight. And why would you not schedule better for a guy who's coming off a 40-year-old who's coming off an Achilles injury? Why would you put him on a Thursday night game? Why? Just makes total sense. Put him on a Thursday night game to start the season, maybe, but not after a Sunday game and then right into a Thursday game. It blows my mind. So, no, we won't see anything in week 3. 2 mediocre performances by the Jets so far. They've had injury after injury. Their defense can't stop a nosebleed. The run, the D-line was supposed to be unbelievable. They haven't been able to stop the run at all. They're right there with the Colts as one of the worst run defenses in football. And the Colts are the worst, but it just – I don't understand it. Quentin Williams is the only bright spot on defense. Jermaine got hurt. Do they sign Hassan Reddick, though, Smitty, is the key that I have to go after tonight. I have to go after the fact that Hassan Reddick's out there. And unfortunately, CJ Mosley's a little banged up too, though. So that's the problem. Do they go after Hassan Reddick, who's led the league in sacks, I believe, for his amount of per snap? I think he's the highest sack guy per snap.
Like sack rate.
Yeah, so I think he's number 1. is do they go after and get him? They're going to have to, dog. Unfortunately, it's a player empowerment era, and they're holding the Jets hostage. I think he's holding the Jets hostage, in my opinion. Right now, he has all the power, Smitty. I don't know if you agree to that. He has all the power to me.
I don't think tonight's going to be the night that they feel like we got to sign him, though. I don't think, in respect to Jacoby Brissett, he's a former coach. He's been a really serviceable, solid backup quarterback for a long time, a guy who can go out there and win a couple games. I just don't think he's going to go out there and just slice and dice them in a way.
Not to cut you out, that's a good point.
Yeah.
This is the Jets' third game in 12 days.
Yeah.
Third game in 12 days, homie. That's how you start off a 40-year-old four-time MVP season after an Achilles.
But to Roger Goodell or whoever makes the schedule, to their defense, I'll say, you don't make the schedule, I don't think, in the sense that, we got to protect the player. You don't have to protect it. At the end of the day, they're trying to get ratings. They're trying to have the most primetime games, put the primetime teams in the primetime window. They're not sitting here worried about, we got to protect Aaron Rodgers because he's 40 years old. When Tom Brady was still with the Bucs, he was still primetime Thursday, Monday, whatever, Sunday night.
But he's the head of player.
That's what it is.
Though. He's the head of player safety. Well,
yeah, but you got to.
That's like saying Kamala shouldn't have stopped the border.
You got to play football.
On,
what she tried to.
You're in charge of it. That's what you're
she accepted the policy, but Trump called his people to decline. It was going to be a policy that was going to change the game. It was going to keep people out. It was going to be the biggest policy we've seen in years. But Trump called his people and denied it. There's nothing you can do about that. It's not so much power you got. But it's not a politics show. We're going to keep it sports. So my thing is this. I don't think tonight's the night in which they feel like we got to go sign Hassan Reddick. I think that now a couple of games, if someone's slashing and dashing them on the running game, or quarterbacks out here just slicing them up and they're not getting any pressure, then that'll be the moment. But today against the Patriots, they're fine without Hassan Reddick. They'll be good to go.
Look at Dr. Moore's picture on there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. The Jets are not very good. God damn. They had a powerful roster. I was so hyped on them.
You picked them to win the Super Bowl, too.
I was so hyped on
them. I think it was either them. Was it them and the Rams, I think?
Yeah.
Both of your teams look shitty right now.
Yeah. The Rams are the most injury. They said, I sent you on Instagram, most injury-riddled team to start a season ever, they said.
Ever?
I told you that the other day. I was wondering. Because you got to think about the key spot. Now, Cooper Kupp's probably down. Nakua's down. You got 4 O-line rotations already through 2 games.
Here's my hot take, though. They're going to be 9-8, 10-7, still make the playoffs wild card.
Look at that.
And the Rams
They're going
to go on a run. You know why?
Look at that shit, dog.
Listen, if you're going to be hurt, though, this is the time to do it.
Look at that, though.
This is the time to do it. I want to look. This is the time to do it, though, right now. They're going to be injured right now, first 4 or 5 weeks.
And then Aaron Donald comes
and they're going to start getting healthy.
Aaron Donald out of retirement, make a run. Edo come out. He undefeated in high school. He playing for a CIF championship. And he come out of retirement, go play safety again, win a Super Bowl at 40. Edub, shout out. He'll still be on the show, though, like Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. We'll have Edub Monday. He'll be with the Rams, though.
He on coach play, be on the show.
By the way, I talked to Cam Newton, reached out to him.
No, you didn't. Show me the text.
Okay. I already showed you, but that's all right.
That was months ago.
He was at Miami Dolphins camp yesterday, practice. He was also at Carolina Panthers practice. He may be getting a gig. I don't know. But if he doesn't, he'll be on the show next week. If he does, then he'll be playing. So
simple and plain, huh?
Yeah, simple and plain. There it is.
What we got next, homie?
An interesting one because I got a crazy take on this. CJ Stroud tells Jalen Johnson to stop telling his secrets on Richard Sherman's podcast about defensive scheme.
Is there a video? If so, let's check it out.
I'm telling your secrets on Richard Sherman podcast, dude.
What you mean?
The palms, look. You ain't slick, brother. You ain't getting me. You ain't getting me.
I know even last year, it's funny, the pick that you talk about, we were really in palms. So
you did that out of palms?
I promise you. Because look, hear me. I seen the formation. So in my head, I'm like, I know I'm to the field. He sees me off. He probably going to try to bang this 5-yard in. But I already knew it was a 5-yard in with a 7 behind it. So I'm kind of seeing it. And I'm in my head, I'm going to make a play. I don't like just catching that little pass and tackling it. So I'm like, if he throws this short route, I'm going to drive it. So sure enough, he caught it. Boom, he looked. I took off. Boom. I seen him pump. So I'm like, damn, I got to get out of there and help and get that. So I stuck my foot in the ground, got out of there. He threw it. I'm like, oh, I got him. And I took it. But everybody like seeing it. It was like, oh, yeah, cover 2, great, high, low. I'm like, nah, I was being greedy. And I got
you a sick dude.
So that's Palms coverage. That's cover 6. We were just breaking down yesterday. Evan Volpe.
He's on the cover 4 side, right?
Evan Volpe. We're gonna talk about Cam every single day, just for you. I'm gonna talk about Cam Newton every day on this show.
His comment, he said,
just for you.
He said, it is kind of funny. He said, you've been talking about Cam for months. Let us know when it's for sure.
Has it been months?
Yeah.
Not really.
That's what he said.
Now we're gonna talk about Cam Newton. Make sure it's on the ticker tomorrow.
Every day. I got
every day. Cam Newton.
We'll find some topic. We'll talk about Auburn.
Yeah, so that was the cover 6 side, the 4 and the 2 we were talking about yesterday. Yep.
What's your thoughts on this though, on the overall topic? You know,
the thoughts is this as I've been telling y'all, but what do I know? Micah Parsons, shut the hell up on your podcast. All you guys during the season. This is why I don't agree with podcasts from players during the season. And listen, it's all fun and games. That's what you're going to spin it as because you're defending players all the time. And it's always fun and games. It's always cool. It's a podcast, new media, whatever the fuck Draymond Green calls it, all that old shit. But I'm just telling you, to me, that tells you the seriousness of the sport has steadily declined. It's too soft, homie. Everyone's friendly. Jersey swap era, Smitty. This is the jersey swap era. Like, do you really think that fucking even Richard Sherman, when he was with the Legion of Boom and those other guys were going to sit there and tell their secrets out loud? Like, you think Belichick's Patriots were going to really tell their secrets out loud? And let's not even talk about a podcast because they weren't really cracking them back then.
Thank you.
Like this.
Thank you.
But I'm just put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Keep it relative. You think they'd have gone on a radio show on ESPN and said, well, you know, when I do this, it's cloud, and when I do this, it's sky, and we're going to rotate. Come on, homie.
He didn't say it live. If you watch that, you know too much football. In that clip, he didn't give any signs, signals. He didn't do anything. He just said, I got that pick out of palms because he was actually being greedy, and he came down on a route that wasn't part of his responsibility, trying to be greedy. And then he luckily, athletically been good enough to backpedal to go back to get that pick. This had nothing to do with. JB, you've had great players all the time who
do what your coach to do.
Do
what your coach to
do. D tackle were like, you know what? They might be out of gap.
Do what your coach to do.
You better make that play.
Do what your coach to do.
You ain't never tell your guy, hey.
Nope, because it's about me. Put it on me.
You get out your gap. You better make that play.
You
better make that play.
Put it on me at the end of the day if you get beat.
All right then.
So guess what? If you get beat,
great play, man, great plays, homie.
Let me ask you something. If you get beat though, Smitty went in the wrong gap. Then I got the corner biting on some shit.
You in trouble.
And he wasn't supposed to be in the flat. He was supposed to be deep fucking thirds. And then they both get beat and cost me. Who's getting blamed after the game? Me or
head coach.
Thank you
for not preparing.
So do the fuck I say to do, motherfucker.
Hold on, let me flip it.
Shit.
But what if you make the play, a la Jalen Johnson?
Okay.
Now you look like a damn hero, JB.
No, you don't. You get the praise, homie. You made a play. Come on, homie. That's why.
But you've been a head coach.
That's why they're on a podcast.
You've been a head coach, not getting dissed is you being praised. Like that's what y'all get. Y'all don't get praised. Y'all get. They're nice to you. They're not coming at you. That's what it is.
I thought
you didn't think nothing.
Hold on, though.
I don't know though.
I thought you can't run cover 2 in the NFL. I thought didn't the small
that was cover 6, so it was cover 2 to a side, cover 4 to the side. She was speaking. She was speaking a true just cover 2, basic cover 2.
Even know what that is.
Tampa 2 linebacker, middle linebacker getting dead.
She said all that.
Yes, that's why. She had another clip that you didn't see.
I did see all of them, and I'm trolling her right now, as if you would say. I'm trolling that motherfucker. I'm doing everything I can, Mina Kimes, right now.
Well, she has you blocked.
Bailey, do you got the video I did yesterday?
She has you blocked. She don't see shit you saying.
She's seen it.
She don't see nothing you saying, homie.
Guarantee you she sees it.
She said you ain't even big enough for her to see you.
She sees it.
She said
I guarantee
Mina DM me. Mina said the way my bank account is set up right now, JB's the thoughts just ain't really bothering me.
Right.
She got 7 figures in her, 8 figures in her account, homie.
So do I.
So she ain't really,
Hey, guess what?
Where you go?
Don't worry about nothing. Listen.
And you ain't paying me?
You get a little bit. Listen. She said 2 shell high. By the way, you know how embarrassing she is when she said 2 high shell coverage? That's exactly.
What is it? Before we get to the hurt side of it, I think when I was watching them, Dominique, I was just thinking about this.
I'm just kidding. Nobody watches her. Cover 2. That's the reason.
This dude's insane. Somebody, he has to be stopped. He has to be stopped. And I'm gonna be the one to do it. Somebody got to stop him, man. Every villain needs a hero. Every hero needs a villain. I'm that hero. Somebody got to stop this man. This man is crazy. What did Mina Kimes do to JB? What did Mina Kimes do to Jason Brown? I want to use his government name to warrant this attack, to warrant this troll, to warrant this. Like, leave Mina Kimes alone. She's making good money for her family. She's taking care of business. I just don't understand why he got this full-on attack on little old Mina Kimes. I don't understand it, but I'm sorry. I didn't know we were even back live. My fault, JB. Go ahead, JB. You were talking?
No, I wanted you to defend her.
Hoffman, shut up. Say one more thing, Hoffman. You blocked. Say one more thing I don't like.
I wanted you to defend
I'm watching the comments for the rest of the show. Say one more thing I don't like. You out of here. Who? Some dude ain't Hoffman or something. He ain't got no picture. He's a nobody. He's eating pizza rolls right now in the fucking basement.
Cover 2. Shell coverage. I mean, come on, dog. Who have you ever heard that word and term? I'll be honest, dog. I gotta be honest. Betty, do you have the other clip where Smitty and I talked about her yesterday?
Hoffman, you're out of here.
We did a clip yesterday that we cut from the show, and I posted it on.
You mean based on that clip that we had in the chat when JB was acting a fool?
I cut that, by the way, myself.
No, you didn't. You have no idea how to cut it. You have no idea how to. I just showed Jay. So let me tell y'all this. JB just got access to TikTok Shop. All my TikTokers, you guys know what it is.
Damn, so can I make money on that?
Yes, that's what it's for.
Like a lot of money?
You can sell your merch on there. You can do a lot of different things. Like ads will hit you up. You can make, if you do it right.
You gotta do it?
You can be rich on TikTok.
If I give you a percentage, would you run it?
50.
50%?
Yep.
Half of what?
Yeah, if I'm running it, homie, that's a lot of work, homie. That's the problem. You old fucks think that what we do now is
half,
easy.
Though.
Half, yes.
But you don't do nothing.
If I'm running the whole operation behind the scenes,
you're not running the whole operation. You're just clicking a button.
Listen, I done been got before. I done been gotten business. I might be got 40. I need at least 40. I need 40 at least.
35 pretty good.
37 and a half.
She literally, I don't know. Listen, I might come off and sound crazy here, but I'm gonna be honest. Has anyone ever gone to the clinic? Coaches, have you guys gone to the AFCA?
I know who you're talking about.
Have you guys all gone to the AFCA clinic or the Glazier clinic and went out and sought out the fucking Asian female to talk to her about coverage, quarters, and cover 2? Has anyone in this chat, any coaches out there, have you guys sought out? Have you guys gone after the small Asian girl that? Can I go find the small Asian girl to break down cover 2 for me?
Crazy.
Coach Davis, have you ever done that? I'm asking a question, dog. I'm asking a question. No, I'm just saying. No hate. Just throwing a question out there.
Hey, bro, do you ever listen to yourself talk?
No, later on. Here's why I got that clip.
You crazy, huh?
I actually got a bunch of D1 coaches that hit me up yesterday. And I'm gonna just show you a few. And
I need names and numbers, homie.
I'm not, you know how you do that. But like
I need names and numbers or they have it. Okay. You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
All right, hold it.
Just read what he said only.
I'm gonna read just the small Asian girl to break down cover 2. Hella exclamation marks. I just spit my fucking Diet Coke out. Ha! I love it. Major problems got okay.
You're talking about
yeah.
You're talking about his team.
Yeah, I was wrong. I was saying the wrong shit. I was saying the wrong shit.
He about to give
recruits.
He's about to give a major college coaches info out on who they play this week.
Rip Liz, we running fucking outside zone. He like but yeah, you crazy, homie. You say some crazy shit. I had to just cover my face up just to make sure I wasn't like in the like people don't know who I am.
Why?
You know what I mean? Because I'm in the industry, man. I might come across me, and I don't want to think I'm a part of that. You know what I mean? So,
you're right here though. You're on it though.
Yeah, but I mean,
2 feet in now, homie.
No, I'm not the motherfucker.
My teeth get white. I've been bleaching them.
For real?
Yeah, they get white. I can see it with teeth, man.
So you did it again last night?
Yeah, hurt though.
Did it hurt? Like your gums hurt? Your teeth hurt? Like kind of
like the teeth probably like.
They getting white though. Hey,
And white.
You gotta go through hell before you see that sunlight.
New AE's out there. Hit me up. I got some whiter too.
We got the same 4 women in here, homie. You ain't got no new ones.
I just had new A's out there.
I'm saying, we got Nurse, we got Nurse, we got Luz, we got no, but Jazz, we got the same one. And shout out to them.
Keith.
That's my cousin.
It's a broad.
What we got next, JB?
Fifth broad.
What we got next, JB? It's 6:37, homie. East Coast time.
Cam Newton reportedly spotted in Miami. And then Tyreek Hill's mad at him because Cam Newton, if you haven't heard, went in on Tyreek Hill getting pulled over. Similar to Coach Fred at Alcorn State, similar to myself, similar to Marcellus White, similar to Jason Whitlock, similar to a lot of black males out there who did not agree with him. What are you? Where are you at with Cam Newton and Tyreek Hill? Because Tyreek Hill obviously did not like Cam coming at him about getting pulled over, so he's making a little thing. You imagine Cam Newton throwing him the football? That's the real story. Did you imagine him throwing him the football in a game?
Then celebrated with him in the end zone.
What if he just walks off? So they'd have a major beef?
They would play and be professionals in terms of but they wouldn't be shaking hands like that. Tyreek would not shake his hands. They would not.
I don't know.
They both from Florida. They both from Florida, ain't they?
Now Cam from
where Cam from? Atlanta. Yeah, they both from down south though. Yeah, I don't know. It would have been. Now you bring this up, it would have been very entertaining as a fan to just kind of see how that would work. Like imagine Cam throwing him a touchdown and then like Cam just walk off. Just like they don't do no celebration like that. Or maybe Cam go act like he's arresting them as the celebration. Because I know Tyreek last time when he scored, he like did the handcuffs or whatever. So maybe
Cam's gonna arrest him.
Yeah. And do the whole reenactment.
So you're gonna see BPS
because Cam agreed.
Black on black crime. That's what you want to see.
We don't promote that. Why did I say I want to see it?
We don't promote that.
I didn't say I want to see anything. I'm just saying from a touchdown celebration, that would have been something interesting to see. But listen, Cam, man, shout out to Cam, man. I don't know how much he has left in the tank. I'm a big time Cam fan. Late, I would say gotta be mid-30s, right? 35, 36,
7,
something like that, you know.
He
ain't played in a while though. That's my thing. And you know, so I just don't know. Like I thought he was like completely done. I know he hadn't actually announced his retirement.
Yeah,
but he had so much going on outside of football that I just thought he was moving.
I love Cam, but I just don't see it. I don't see them signing Cam.
Plus, it's just hard to do though. Like his last few opportunities, in all fairness to Cam, has been situations like this where somebody goes down and they just bring him in and expect him to just keep the boat flowing, and then he goes in there, he struggles.
Don't tell me,
and it's just not fair. You know what I'm saying? So
don't tell me this.
Oh my God.
Please don't tell me.
You gotta share that to Bailey right now. It's gonna be don't even say it now though. We're gonna bring it in. It's gonna be a full topic. Just set it up. Bailey. We just saw something it's about to be a full blown topic.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't hear it, but don't tell me that.
This is your guy too.
No, it's not my guy.
This is your man's.
This
is your like homie.
So like, hold it. What did somebody tag me and say?
You'll love this one. You'll love this one. Maybe it's something you're missing out on, JB.
Now they're all look.
Maybe it's something you're missing out on, JB. Like maybe it's something they know.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For our audio listeners, I know y'all have no idea what's going on. Just know this: we saw a certain tweet.
Oh my God.
That JB's about to bring up as a big time topic for the show. So this is a cliffhanger. You got to stay around, keep listening because it's about to get crazy. I can't imagine what JB's about to say.
Oh, it's true. See, I'm saying a lot of people are starting to recognize. Whitlock. Whitlock.
What do you say? Read it.
Quarterback play in NFL play is the worst. More money, bad product. Somebody said what?
JB's been saying this for years. It became extremely noticeable to me when the 2004 draft class of Manning, Rivers, and Roethlisberger left a few ago. Yeah, that was the golden era of quarterbacks. Homie, I said that. Oh my God. It makes perfect sense. The golden era of quarterbacks made us believe and feel that were the quarterbacks.
Zach Smith.
We got to bring this in ASAP. We got to get it in. Let us know what it's in, baby. Let us know what it's in, baby, so we can see this thing. It's about to get wild.
You about to put Zach. I got to get Zach. I got to call Zach, homie. Fuck.
Click on the chat, homie.
Yeah, we got time. Here, hey Bailey, I'm gonna send you what Zach said as well. Zach Smith said as well.
I'm gonna go and set it up. We got the clip in right now, baby. Let's bring up what Mel Kiper said this morning on Get Up on ESPN. Jamie's gonna love this. Check it out.
Get up from there. Now that we've sort of set the table for exactly what your problem is with it, how would you try and solve it?
Well, I grew up with the best of the National Football League, 60s, 70s, into the 80s. You're talking about deep shots, right? The go route, the 9-route post. You're talking about Terry Bradshaw in a Super Bowl hitting John Stallworth. You see Leroy Irvin diving, right? Just off his finger. There's the receiver. They laid it out there, right? Hit the receiver in stride. 65-yard touchdown. It's a beautiful thing to watch. That's what I want to see brought back to the National Football League. Okay? Check down kings, bubble screen sensations. Boring football. Game manager, I get it, but I want to see those deep shots. That's what the NFL was built on. I grew up with John Unitas, Fran Tarkington, Ken Stabler, Darryl LaMonica. You know, you talk about quarterbacks, Joe Namath. It was just right. Brett Favre when he was doing what he did. Burt Jones with the Baltimore Colts. You think about those quarterbacks who would throw the ball down the field. I said what Bradshaw did with Stallworth and Swan, Roger Staubach. That's what I want to see brought back. Say, well, you can't do that, right? Well, you got a 5-yard rule with the cornerbacks, right? The Mel Blount rule, right? Now with the push thing with Hurts, you got to be a yard back now. So don't tell me you can't have those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage than they are. I was at games where I'm thinking, hey, too high? They're out in outer space. I couldn't even find us. They're playing with 9 guys, right? Where are the other 2? Oh, the other 2, they're so daggone far back, and even though they're part of the damn play. I'm telling you, we got to change this thing, and we got to have, hey, you can warn them. They come up, hey, guys, you got to get up a little bit, right? You're too far back. Warn those safeties, but you got to figure out, competition committee, somebody, Dano, somebody's got to figure out what that depth is, but it's too far back right now. The NFL is being ruined by these too high safeties.
I'm done, homie, watching that ESPN dog.
Yeah. I know I argue with JB a lot, but not on this one. Not on this one.
There's no way, homie, that was just said.
That was just said, homie.
There's no way that was said.
That was just said, homie. He said they gotta make a rule to where the refs will force the safeties to be closer to the line of scrimmage so we can see more deep threat to big time plays that he used to see when he was growing up in the 70s and the 80s, homie. I can't even, as a defensive player, homie, I can't even begin to think of how to respond to that.
Bailey, can you take me to the board?
Take us to a bump and let's go to the board, Bailey. God. We back, JB, man. Talk to it. What's on your mind right now? What's going through your head after watching that clip of Mel Kiper?
Damn, I don't even know where to begin, dog. I don't even want to yell or nothing, man. It's just so fucking dumb. Like, the big narrative. See, you don't believe me, though. The fucking fake agendas that get pushed. Mel Kiper saying to take the safety. Who sits right here at 10 to 12 yards normally. They're saying that's too deep. So now we have to cater to the offense even fucking more. Move them up here, and it has to be a referee behind them. Get up. Move up. So now you want the safety at 5 fucking yards, Mel Kiper? You fucking idiot. Never been right on a draft yet? You said Ryan Leaf was the guy, you fuck! I know we're all so shitty, but let's blame cover 2. Mean the fucking times, you fucking idiots. Dan Orlovsky, you should have came on my show, motherfucker. You fucked me. You don't know shit either, sitting there in them tight-ass skinny jean pants. You fucks. You motherfuckers don't know football. Get me on there, motherfuckers. You guys fuck.
Hey, man, listen, I know JB was passionate on that one, and he said he's trying to catch his breath right now and just kind of reset, but he's right. I mean, how the hell you going to tell safety that they got to play close to the line of scrimmage? You want 6 linebackers at all times now? You want to – it's like how many advantages – as a former defensive player, I'm offended because football is a game made of special teams, defense, and offense, all phases of the game. But you – average fans who don't realize what the game truly is, all you care about and all you want to see is touchdowns, big-time shots, big-time plays. So you're telling the defense, hey, be at a deeper disadvantage than you are. You can't hit the quarterback. You can't fall on them. You can't hip drop tackle. Now you can't throw the ball. You can't have your safeties deep because we want to allow deep passes. If you want to do an onside kick, you got to call the coach on the other sideline and let him know you're going to do it. How many advantages are you going to give the offense? And to JB's point, listen, when he's right, he's right. To his point, with all these current advantages, offenses are at an all-time low, not putting many points. So instead of figuring out ways to make the quarterback play better and the offensive better, we're saying, nah. Let's just make the defenses worse. I just don't get it, man. That's idiotic. Like that's like saying we should rule out shotgun for the quarterback. That's not fair. No. Don't let the quarterback go in shotgun. That's an unfair advantage for the linebacker, and they're not able to know what's going. Like what? What? It's so crazy. Like, it's so insane to say something like that.
You've been sticking up for him though.
Mel Kiper?
No, everything.
Not this.
I'm just saying.
This is wild. Hold on.
Do you understand this is what you
but
get
if you
keep going down this road,
I hear you.
homie.
But if you went the way you went in on Mina Kimes, Mel Kiper deserves like triple fold for what he just said.
But he's going off what she said.
But like
it's on the same network. It's the same agenda. They push.
But what he said is crazy though.
And Dan Orlovsky's sitting there.
Well,
who played quarterback, homie, in the NFL.
To Orlovsky's defense, we don't know what was said after.
I don't care, but he hasn't been on the show.
That's your guy. That's your best friend.
I don't care. He's sitting there though, and not standing up and being passionate as I just was, because I would have stood up and choke fucked Mel Kiper through the video screen.
You would have choked him.
Choke fucked him.
Choke fucked him.
There's a difference.
What's the difference between choke and choke fucking him?
Choke fucking him is like choke him. Like you're over. Like you're almost straddling the motherfucker, choking him. Like fucking him.
It's like you dry humping, like humping him, like no Diddy, while you're choking him.
But you're choke fucking him.
So you're not choking him, but you're like choke fucking him though.
But I would have choke fucked him through the screen.
You would have choke fucked him through the screen. Like so, if you were there and he was on that Zoom, you were on Get Up.
Yeah.
And Mel Kiper made those comments.
Dan Orlovsky should have got the fuck up. You'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mel Kiper? You haven't predicted a fucking draft right since '88. Why are you talking about too high and telling my safeties that I have to move up mandatory before the ball snapped? That's what he's trying to tell you. This is the agenda they keep pushing. You have flag football in the Pro Bowl. You have flag football coming down the pipe. You're now playing flag football for girls in high school. Now you're seeing what we're doing. Now you see the bigger picture, Smitty. This is what I've been telling y'all. You stand for something or fall for everything. Don't stand for something, fall for anything. I'm telling y'all, this is what they want. This is the push. They're making this happen in front of our very fucking eyes, and y'all don't see it. I've been telling you for 5 years. Fuck, man.
Paris, if you're watching the show right now, please make that the first clip, the priority clip, as fast as you can to get that whiteboard clip of JB reacting to Mel Kiper. And Bailey, I know you're busy too, but when you get a chance, if you could get that horizontal clip, so we get that posted up on YouTube, but also Twitter as soon as humanly possible, that'd be beneficial. So I'm just letting y'all know, man. Well, listen, man. Listen, man. I'm with you on this.
Don't touch me.
I'm with you on this.
I don't need ice, sweetie.
I don't know what to say, JB. What do we do?
You got to start saying, you know what,
how do we
man?
move forward? How do we move forward?
JB, thanks for having me on the show as your co-host, man, because I'm starting to see the light. I'm seeing what you've been saying for 5 years, not only just with Kamala and everything, but everything. I'm just fucking with Kamala, but everything, JB, everything you've been saying is absolutely right. Jason Whitlock sees it now. Marcellus Wiley.
He don't see it.
Major people out there.
Marcellus
Kirk Herbstreit has told me he sees it. He thought I was crazy 3 years ago. He's like, holy shit, you're Nostradamus. This is what you need to realize. But what the fuck do I know? What do I know, Smitty? Keep it nice and calm, man, because I'm really very disturbing to see. I almost have to go watch Mel Kiper again and hope that he changes something. And I hope it was a lie.
Can we watch it one more? Like, can we watch some of it again? Like, we ain't gonna put the whole thing. I don't want to make sure, because you're right. Let's give him a chance. Because you kind of got we got so mad and worked up. Now I'm like, maybe we missed something. Like
Well,
that.
it ended. We saw it ended though.
Did it end?
Yeah.
It ended. So that was the whole clip.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought I
listen to me.
Man, I was trying to help you out, man. I was trying to give you like a little alley-oop, maybe, but yeah. Fuck. I think we got to go to a break, JB. I don't really know. I think we need a time to reset, take a piss, wash your face, get you a cup of ice. We're gonna come back. We're gonna dive. We might dive a little bit more into this. We got Steve Kim gonna hop on. I can't wait to hear Steve Kim's take on this. And we got some more topics as well. So y'all don't go nowhere, man.
Stop the Asian hate. Steve Kim, bring him in. Here, this is the infamous one of the palm trees at Ash 8.
Can't fucking believe you. See this fucking belt? You see it? Who just eats a whole fucking palm tree, man? You guys are fucking shitting. This fucking unearthed the motherfucker. Ate the whole fucking thing. Like, who eats a whole fucking palm tree? Like, you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Now, let's shake now. Who did it? I'm gonna look at the fucking camera. Who fucking did it? Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Now, do we understand each other? Excuse me. There is no more fucking up palm trees. I'm tired of spending all this money, and now I've created a whole fucking barricade for you. So I don't want to have to dig this bitch out. I'm fucking dead. I'm old. My back hurts. I'm fucking stiff as a porn dick. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down. Now, you come over here with me. Come on. Here's what I had to do to fucking stop you. And I got a better, beautiful, bigger tree. So now we are shitting in tall grass. Replanted it, bitch. Soiled it up. Put a little trellis in here. Put a bunch of fucking stones. Look like Stonehenge around this bitch. And now, Ash, are you gonna fucking try to dig this bitch out? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this again?
So I had to. Ash, remember this? Remember you ate this? Did you do this? He ate once. I put this little moat around it. And just a sitting area. Come over here. We got the flat stick basketball court and driving range. So if I ever want to pull out the big dog, that's our net. All we do is just slap down our driving range, you know. Bam, swing away. And that's where we swing into the net. Jimmy crack corn on this hoop. And here's my RV parking where I park the whips. Let's take you out and show you a few. Out these double gates, I'll show you a few cars. Come on out. So right here, of course, is the bad boy. The last year they made this Cadillac EXT, one of a kind. Can't find these anywhere. And then you come out here, you got the 650i.
BMW rag top, 500 to the rear, white interior. You know, can't beat it. This is my baby though, my truck. Full sound, custom sound system in both. Top notch, only as I do. And obviously, this is my crib. Oops. All right, that's JB's Cribs. Appreciate you coming by. Listen, it's time to go. Now take your asses and get the hell out of here. I'm about to go cook some slapstick tri-tip. It's been a pleasure. Now go home. Peace. Get to look down on the property. That'll do it. Real Coach JB's Cribs. Peace. Oh my God. Hey, can you text me a link? I got to get somebody on this show, man, to go in on fucking Mel Kiper and Mina Kimes. Somebody that's coached at the highest of levels. I got to get somebody on this show. There's just no way that this is being the narrative. See what I've been trying to tell Smitty, man? See what I've been trying to tell Smitty for a long time? That this is the narrative, man. This is what's been happening. We keep allowing it. We keep allowing this shit to happen. And eventually, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get this. You don't think the NFL and ESPN is in bed? Smitty's out there shitting right now. Do you know what he just told me? He's like, there's no way. I hope they don't listen to this motherfucker. But they do. They're in bed together. ESPN, DraftKings, NFL. Don't you get it? Don't you understand? This is what it is. Smitty's out there shitting, and I was like, dude, listen. Oh, what up, man? I was like, God, it's just so disturbing. Can we slow that ticker down? I'm a fucking moving, or I'm just like, am I loaded?
Like you hire, homie. Ooh, man, I ain't washed my hands. I was trying to hear me get back. But yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. And like, it's like,
you didn't wash your hands. What?
It's just crazy because like, how you gonna tell?
Did you shit?
I took a piss.
And you didn't wash your hand after you touched your shit?
I didn't touch it.
You don't touch your dick when you piss?
No, my shit's so long that like I just undo my pants and it just falls out in a pee. So a lot of times I'll just like be like this, get done, shake it real good, and put it back in there. So, but nah, man, like Mel Kiper saying this is insane. So what's next? Defenses can no longer blitz. Yeah, don't blitz. Linebacker can't blitz. That's unfair for the quarterback. You're rushing the quarterbacks. Their timing is off. You can no longer blitz. You know what? No D-line. Don't pass rush. No pass rushers at all. Give quarterbacks as much time as they want to throw the ball. You know what? Instead of having D linemen, let's give quarterbacks a time. They have 5 seconds to get the ball out. 5 seconds to get the ball out. No D linemen. 7-on-7. That's what's coming next, y'all. That's insane. Like, what, Mel Kiper, man, I'm done. There's nothing else to say. What's next, Jamie? I'm pissed off a little bit. As a defensive player on here, and I'm glad you're on my side because you're a quarterback. Because you could have been like, yeah, I like this a lot. But no, you a real one. You want the challenges. You want the tough. You want to go through all the hell and hot water. Shout out to Rock Water for the $20 donation coming to me. But like, it just don't make sense. It's like you're changing football. That's like saying in boxing, like, you can't use your right hand. It's just stupid.
Are you having an epiphany? Are you waking up?
Spell it real quick, and I'll let you know if I'm having.
Sister, are you waking up and seeing this? Oh, I think you're seeing it, dog. I think you might be seeing this problem.
But you know me, I've never been one side or the other side. I'm just the real side.
But I mean, I think you're starting to see.
This is insane. What he's saying. I've never seen nothing like this. Is insane.
We got a lot of topics, baby.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
I got to ask you something off topic though.
What?
Who's missed more?
What do you mean?
In the entertainment world. And I got a picture for you that Bailey understands me.
Somebody passed away or something? Somebody passed away or something?
Now, Bailey knows what I'm saying. Who's more missed out of these two?
You talking about, homie?
Who's going to be more missed in the entertainment business?
Who the fuck? Oh, my God. What are we doing in today's show? First Mel Kiper. Now I'm mad at you. Now I'm pissed off at you. Oh, my God. What do you want from me? Like, what are we doing, JB? No Diddy. What are we on?
Who's gonna be missed more?
You tell me, homie. You asking me, homie.
It's a real picture, homie.
1,000 bottles of oil, homie.
Is that real?
They got pictures, homie. Yeah, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants.
And dildos.
Don't look at me. Look straight. The camera right here.
I gotta look at you.
1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants, homie.
Look at each other in the eye, homie.
Oh, when I said that yesterday, it was a problem, though.
But no, you did. It was today, by the way. And
no, I said that yesterday.
That's how fucked up you are.
No. We had this whole conversation yesterday when I looked at you. You told me not to look at you, and I said that.
I said that today, this morning.
I guarantee you yesterday. I bet you anyway.
What does P. Diddy bring to the table? R. Kelly's
baby oil.
I listen to R. Kelly right now to this day. I'm just telling you right now. I'll say it on live air. Smitty won't. Smitty listens to it every night going to bed. I listen to R. Kelly. I have no issue. They're both disgusting. They're both whatever. However you want to judge it. I don't know. So I gotta be clear on R. Kelly though. Did he do things to like boys or just girls? Were they just underage girls? I don't know. But
don't use the word just. I know what you mean, but don't use just.
I'm just, but it is different.
I got you. I just know the other naysayer, when they hear the word just, they're gonna be like, just, like you're belittling it. You know what I mean? So
I'm just trying to figure out. I think it was just girls though. I don't think there's any issue with cross.
I don't know what he was doing. All the stories we heard were women. It was some underage women.
If the girl was of age, there would be no issue with R. Kelly, correct? He would say he a freaky motherfucker. He pee on a bit. It's not. But she was young.
He kind of had like a sex cult too in his house, and he was like manipulating a lot of them and having them like live in this situation, and then he couldn't leave and all that. And I'm a married man, one woman. I love that woman. But I don't know, man.
Though, is more of a producer, correct?
Yeah, he's made
his songs and entertainment value is garbage. His vodka's garbage. His gear's garbage.
He finds talent. He produces it.
He forces it.
His hands is
now though you're looking at him like, did this motherfucker force you to become a talent? Like we don't know what's going on. 1,000 bottles of baby oil, 1,000 dildos. It's weird. Regardless of what's going on.
What do you think he was like doing though? Like, why do you need all that oil? I feel like he went to Sam's Club and like in Costco and said, I need all the oil.
So wait, those videos of all that oil is real.
That's homie. That's all his oil, homie.
I thought it was fucking around, homie.
Diddy went straight to the wholesaler and said, hey, don't even take shit to Walmart. I got it. Got it for discount, homie.
R. Kelly's missed more though. Because I like listening to R. Kelly. I'm not gonna put on Puff Daddy and listen to Puff Daddy.
Take that.
Yeah, that's You realize what you just said.
What I say?
Say it. Say what you just said.
Take that.
You do realize what that meant now.
Take that.
You do realize what that all meant now, right?
Take that.
Damn, you look feminine, motherfucker.
Take that. Hey, man, JB, if you want to be a star, if you want to make it in this world, you want to get down with bad boys, I'm going to need you to leave that studio right now and go jog 5 miles. Give me a piece of cheesecake. Make sure I got that cherry on the top. I want strawberry lemonade with that as well. And I want you to go to Roscoe's. Give me that Obama special, that 3-wing and that waffle, hot sauce and syrup. And you need to be back here in the next 30 minutes. Or something bad will happen to you. And make sure when you get here, you take your socks and your shoes off. and be ready to slide up in this room. And when I say slide, I do mean slide. I got baby oil all over the damn house. As soon as you open the door, just lay down and slide on your chest. Take that. Straight to the room. Keep the cheesecake in your hand while you slide. Do not drop one cherry. If I see one fucking piece of cheesecake on that floor, it's going to be your ass. Literally your ass. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Take that. Homie.
So wait.
1,000 bottles, homie.
So was Dave Chappelle right this whole time?
Ding, 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 ding.
Was Cat Williams right the whole time?
Ding, 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 ding.
Is Obama also with him on this? Oprah? Michelle Obama? Michael? Were the Obamas at the Diddy parties? We saw it. I seen it. What are you going to say now? Is the truth not the truth? Regardless, who says it?
Or ding ding? I don't know. Hold on. You from LA? This your city, homie.
He knows better. He never.
No. He been throwing parties out in here forever.
And I know, but
you go, hold on, homie. I ain't gonna try. You've been to a lot of big time parties. When you went to one in August. Yep. So you're very intertwined with the top shouters out here. Yep. You're very connected. Yep. The Jamie Foxx of the world, the Cedric Entertainers of the world, like you know the big time guys out here. Yep. Has Coach Jason Brown attended any Diddy parties at any point in your life? Don't lie. Take your time for you answer the question.
No. Because real ones don't.
Believe that.
First of all, real ones don't get invited to that.
I don't believe that, homie.
Shit.
I don't believe that, homie.
Why would I lie about that? Come on, homie. And if I was at one, I would tell you. I've been to one, and that shit was fucking weird or whatever. I actually wish I would have went to one, because you know damn well they weren't gonna catch my ass up in that, literally or figuratively. By the way, though, I don't know any homies that have been to one. I don't know no real ones that have been to one.
There was some.
I don't know real. You know what I'm saying? Like no hood cats that have been to one.
No hood.
I'm just saying he knew who the fuck to invite to that shit, homie.
There was some celebrities
celebrities
who we respect. I'm not saying names.
Is LeBron one of them now? Because he got a video with that motherfucking weird one, homie.
I can't say the name but somebody who me and you respect a lot. Don't say the name, please. Has been to one before. Though.
I know.
So I don't want to. Right.
And I talked to him about it. Some weird shit. He knew. He knew what was up.
Oh, what's this right here?
Oh, my boy, shout out.
The Coach JB show is better than the first take at this. Hold on. The Coach JB show is better than first take at this point. Missing out if you aren't tuning every day. Shout out to you, man. JUCO Football Frenzy is the best page to go to get all information. JUCO, man, just funny takes, real information, everything in between, man. Go follow them right now in this moment.
Shout out to Alan. Alan represents all the JUCO players and pushes them every day. So follow that right there, JUCO Football Frenzy. Follow it if you're not. You get updated information on all these guys, especially the guys that are in the NFL, like Jermaine Johnson, Tank Dell, and all the Aaron Rodgers and Cam Newtons and everybody else that's a JUCO legend. Follow JUCO Football Frenzy today.
Do you think there were some like coaches that you've coached with who probably been to a couple of those parties? Or probably not. Like you had to guess, like any coaches.
The horrible attempt.
Right, horrible.
There's a reason why. I was talking to somebody last night. There's a reason why Ice Cube has always separated himself from these cats. If you've never noticed, and I was told, I had the luxury of working with Big 3 for a couple of years there, and got to sit down with him several times. He moves different. He doesn't want to be a part of any of that shit. If you ever notice how he talks and walks, he stays away from that shit. It's crazy though, because he knew. He told me, I've heard a lot.
I love to get Cube on the show. Like he's one of my like bucket list interviews I want to get.
Yeah. Who's your bucket list interview right now? Like top 5.
Peyton Manning. I got just to meet him, but I would love to just do like even just a 10-minute sit down. It don't have to be a long one. Just Peyton Manning though. I would love to get him. I already got Lil Wayne. That was a bucket list one. Obviously Kobe was one. I can't do that now. But yeah, Ice Cube for sure, because Ice Cube's just a legend. I don't think he gets enough flowers in terms of what he's done in this industry. And like you said, always standing on business, being a real one.
There's a reason he didn't
independent film, self-funding.
If you ever looked at why wasn't he performing at the Super Bowl when it was West?
Yeah, made no
Ice
damn
Cube
sense.
didn't show up, did he?
I
know, but
He a real one though. I love Q, from music to movies to producing to directing, starting. Like, he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to pick his brain too. Like, damn, like, how did you? You know, he a guy from the hood who wasn't necessarily like he didn't have no handouts. He didn't have somebody who he had to learn this shit by trial and tribulation, and to be where he's at. I just don't think he gets enough flowers, man. So
hey, appreciate everybody out there, man. Congratulating us. I appreciate Smitty. Appreciate Bailey. Appreciate all the followers. I tagged everybody that comes on the show yesterday. We hit 50,000 subscribers where we were just a couple years ago. I started this thing. We had nobody. So shout out to all you guys for making that shit come true. Now we're on the path to get 100,000.
Yes.
And we want to get 50,000 during this football season. I know it sounds crazy and lofty and all that, but let's get us another 50 so we can make
Thank y'all
fast.
so much.
Let's grow faster than later.
Without y'all, we ain't shit without y'all.
I am, but you're not.
He ain't shit without y'all.
Like,
we need the fans, we need the support, the love, the hate. We appreciate everything, man. So
let's dive into some things Bailey has set up for us.
Let's do that, man.
We got
Before
some,
Steve Kim joins us.
Steve Kim joins us soon. We got a lot to discuss with him. 2 videos we're going to show you. Vikings led by Sam Darnold.
Hold on, fellas. Steve is here, I believe. Let's go ahead.
He here?
Steve is here. Let's go ahead.
Oh, bring him on, man. He got here early.
Bring him on in.
Stephen Kim is in the. Introduce him the right way, like the whole shit you say.
Stop the Asian hate. Oh, Steve's in. Sorry. All right, Steve, right out the gate, because this shit's getting to be. I just did a viral video live during the show. I'm tired of I'm tired of this shit. And Jason Whitlock's finally admitted it. Go on him right after this and tell Jason Whitlock you owe Coach JB a huge, I don't know, rib dinner, something. But I want to be honest. Show the video, Bailey, of Mel Kiper. Steve, you know what's going on? You heard this? You saw it?
I saw it earlier.
All right, don't show it. Don't show it, Bailey. We don't need to show it. We don't need to risk copyright twice. We already shown everybody. Steve Kim, give us your take on Mel Kiper now jumping on the Mina bandwagon and stop the Asian hate. But Zach Smith's pissed off. I just shot him a text to see if he'll jump on and just go in on this. I'm so tired of this shit. I've been telling Smitty this is the narrative they're trying to push for the last 5 years, but now you're starting to see it. This guy really said, well, let's not snap it until they're at a certain depth. You got to be kidding me, Steve.
You know, here's the thing. There's never been a coverage by itself that has stopped the quarterback. That's the truth. Look, Mina knows data. She doesn't necessarily know football. And look, she's allowed to have her opinion. You can question my credentials. You can question my opinion. But I do know this. Whether it's cover 2, cover 3, man under, man across, too high, there's always plays and concepts to counter that. Yep. Offensive coordinators and quarterbacks will tell you about cover 2 beaters, cover 3 counters, man beaters. And then you have to be able, as a quarterback, to make the adjustment, saying, I see 2 safety high. Let me get out of this play and into this one to understand my protection, my concept, internal clock, and where the holes are in the defense. There's never been a perfect defense that covers every single player. You know, there's also the, matchup zones are running now with Belichick and Saban kind of created that. The thing that gets me is, though, when you talk to coaches that will actually watch the All-22, and I'm watching a show now with Bill Belichick, Matt Patricia, and your friend Mike Lombardi, Coach. I saw a video yesterday where Matt Patricia, where they were talking about quarterback play, and Matt Patricia said, we're looking at the tape. Guys are coming open. There are guys that are open, but you have to have that decisive, confident trigger pull that when you see a guy, you have to be able to throw it when they don't look wide open. And with the way college offenses are now, I see quarterbacks, they look, it's like, are you wide open? Okay, here it is. It's too late. At that level, it is too late. If you actually watch a lot of the game film, the All-22, especially with C.J. Stroud, when he throws the ball and they freeze that tape, those guys don't look open. They don't. They're actually hip to hip with defenders coming out of breaks. But by the time the ball gets there and he throws guys open a lot, he is right here to the right shoulder, ball's thrown to the proper alignment, proper hand. Defenders are over there. Why? Because he anticipates. He has a rare quality skill. And I think it's absolutely silly to say, well, we need to have the safety. We need to make them play up. You know, there used to be a time when a quarterback would see 2 safeties 20 yards deep. They'd say, okay, we're going to run the ball downhill. Problem is, if you're not coming out of center, you can't do that, I don't think, as well as you can from completely out of pistol or shotgun. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I hope
it's like what's next, Steve? I said it before you hopped on. Like the next take's gonna be, hey, I think all defenses should stop running blitzes. You can't blitz anymore. You know, like what? Like
Pro Bowl.
When does it stop? You know what I'm saying? Like it makes no sense.
This is an admission that quarterback play is not as good. And for a guy like Mel, I like Mel Kiper. I grew up watching him. I hope to have one day hair as good as him. Probably won't happen, but I will never stop trying. But
working on it. If you go to P. Diddy's house, you could get oil and put it in your hair.
Yeah, I heard he bought that in bulk. Anyway, so here's the thing.
Costco.
When you look at Bryce Young, he's all upset over Bryce Young being benched. I surmise he needs to be benched for his own good. I watched the review on Chase Daniel does a really good job. I'd like to think he knows a little about. Right now, Bryce Young is so skittish in that pocket. He cannot set his feet properly, and he's just dancing. And I don't mean like Fred Astaire. And even his completions, he's not even letting the plays develop. He's becoming a check down Charlie. And he is so bad, but these are the people that everyone said was a great quarterback. And now they just can't admit maybe we were wrong. I think it's amazing that somehow nobody on that panel said to Mina, with all due respect, you're wrong. Because if you're going to play your safeties that deep, guess what, guys? There's always been completions against cover two.
She was a hypocrite. She's really saying things that are oxymoronic. She's saying too high safety shell look, and then she's like, and then light box. So we just run the ball. No, then you would run the ball if you had a light box, Mina. Like it's not check down Charlie and all this. It's okay. We have a 5-man box versus too high. Then we're going to run the football. She's still talking about, well, we just can't throw the ball on this thing. Then you would run it.
If you play your safeties that deep, and it's all about that, you don't think certain routes are open, the intermediate stuff, and especially if you could throw in the middle of the field, which a lot of quarterbacks cannot do.
God forbid the Tampa 2. God forbid Tampa 2 existed. I forgot all about that. But like No Mazzoni said, Steve. Like, did we just invent this yesterday? I'm lost here.
Mel Kiper's naming all these old school QBs as if Terry Bradshaw and these guys didn't have to go against that same defense.
Cover 2 and cover 3 is among the first zone coverages that you learn in high school. That is the truth. It reminds me of a story. A.J. Green, during his rookie year, or early in his career in Cincinnati, racking up all pros. And they did this story on his old high school coach. I think this old folksy white guy from South Carolina had been coaching for 70 years. Real character, real funny guy. And A.J. Green almost had like this grandfatherly like relationship with him. So I'm reading this story. And so that had to be about 2009 because that was the when the Wildcat was still a thing after 2008. And I'm reading the story. It's one of the funniest lines ever. So this old guy was asked by a certain coach, hey, what do you think about this new Wildcat? And I'm guessing this is the way he talked. And he goes, well, I was asked about this newfangled Wildcat and what I think about it. And then I looked at it. I said, well, golly gee, I remember when that thing used to be called the Wing T. In other words, there's nothing new. I mean, in a couple years, there's going to be some team, it could be Harbaugh, that will start running traps again. The old trap block. And people are going to say, wow, that's unbelievable. Folks, trap blocking was around in the 30s. But if you actually run traps now, that would riddle defenses because the defenses will not know how to gap fit that properly because they don't practice against it. I mean, that is the truth. I mean, you're going to watch what Harbaugh's doing with the Chargers. He's just saying, you guys are practicing 7-on-7. I'm going to run tackle football. And they're bludgeoning people up front.
I got a very interesting take on this. I love having Noel on every Wednesday and Josh Booty. We get to break down film and do the things, especially when I get this new week's NFL film put in for next week. And we'll be able to watch it from the Palooza this Saturday a little bit. It's very interesting what Noel talks about too. And I brought it up yesterday and he was like, man, nobody's really talked about it. Steve, if you don't understand the protection, which Noel broke down what he used to do first with his quarterbacks. He said, I took Brett Favre, even though he was with the Packers forever. I brought him in when I was with the Jets. I'm the quarterback coach. I brought him in. First thing we go over, protection, because the protection's changed here with the Jets than it was for 14 years in Green Bay with him. We don't teach protections no more. Yeah.
So to your point about the ball being late and not throwing guys open and throw him where he's going, not where he was, which is a huge term that I used to use with my QBs. Throw him where he's going, not where he was. Because if you throw where he was, the ball's going to be behind him. So, but Steve, if you don't understand the protection and understand who's coming and who's not, you'll never throw it comfortably on time because you're scared and you're guessing who's dropping out, who's coming, where's this guy going to roll through. You don't really know because you don't know the protection. You don't know where the mic is. You don't know how to ID the protection. So then now I'm sitting there holding my dick in my hand, and that is what you're seeing at an all-time high. And to your Bryce Young comment, I hopefully it's not a detriment to his growth, but I think it's actually I think Canales is actually doing him a favor, and I think he knows that. He knows it. And I'm telling you right now on this show, I'm telling you right now, the red, what do they call him? The red gunslinger?
Oh, the red rifle.
The red rifle. Watch what he does this week. He'll throw
for
300 yards.
I mean, Andy Dalton, he's old, but here's the thing with Bryce Young. His footwork was an issue at Alabama that last year. I know people that really studied this as Steve. He had to skate and operate inside the pocket where he avoided rushers. It actually broke down his footwork, and that habit started to become who he was. And there's also the size issue. And look, there are certain quarterbacks with the size and the strength to throw the ball well, even as they're fading back. Jordan Love is a great example. Jordan Love breaks some rules. He actually fades back off his back foot, but again, he's got a really good arm. When Bryce Young does it, you are just begging for cornerbacks to squat and make plays on the ball. And the other thing is with Bryce Young, and I think we're finding this out with Caleb Williams, they are pretty good athletically at the college level. At the NFL level, that field has shrunk on them, and they better realize, I use this analogy all the time, a quarterback at that level of football, every time a pass play is called, you are having a grenade. You pull that pin, and it's tick, 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 tick. You have to understand, you better get rid of that thing or it will blow up in about 2.5 seconds or less.
The problem is everybody, like all these idiots in the chat and everybody out there on social media that is blaming Bryce Young. This is what happens when you draft rookies and throw them in as starters on bad franchises. You're blaming the Mormon MILF Hunter, now the Mile High MILF Hunter. You're blaming, everybody besides the anomaly in Bryce and CJ Stroud, who goes to a team that was bad. But Lovie Smith actually left him a pretty goddamn good roster no one wants to talk about, as Shaun King eloquently states on this show all the time. And then you come into a great draft class with Will Anderson, and you get Tank Dell, and you go get all these guys. And now you got a team that's really a contender in year 2, and no one talks about him. If he would have went to Carolina, though, I bet you this wouldn't be the same CJ, even as good as he is. He would be getting the ball out quicker because he just has that it factor. But we blame so many rookies in this business that we don't ever talk about the organization, the owner and David Tepper, that's a slapdick, and all these other people. We don't talk about them. We just blame the guy because it's instant gratification. We only talk about what have you done for me lately in this business, and that is why I don't agree to paying these guys so early. That's why I agree not to play them so early, and that's just why I'm against it. But, Steve, we got a lot of topics for you before you get on Whitlock.
Yes, sir.
Smitty, I'm gonna BPS talk.
Let's do it, man. Let's move to some college football, man. There's a video going around. Oklahoma head coach Brent Venables tells a story about him and Mike Leach recruiting Tennessee head coach Josh. Is it Heupel or how you say it? How you say it? Heupel. Josh Heupel.
Fucking Ebony.
Check this out.
Hooked on Ebony.
I'll be.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
True
Heupel, man.
We wanted Akili Smith, Mike and I. We were only here for a couple of days, and we were at Kansas State, and we knew Mike recruited California. And Akili was coming out of whatever junior college, Mount Sac or somewhere.
Grossmont.
And he was the prototypical.
How do you not know?
Dude, I can't remember.
Hold on, homie.
But he was a big.
Hold on, homie. How do you fucking not know what JUCO he came out of? And why would you just say Mount Sac? He went to Grossmont, San Diego.
Oh, he did? I thought he went to Snow.
God.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, all right.
Strapping dude that could spin it. He looked the part, could run, could pass, and we didn't know anything about Josh. But he was outside of the office windows. There's a quarterback. He's on a visit, and there was maybe 2 guys on a visit, and he was one of them. And he was outside we had an old turf field down there, and he was playing catch. And again, I'm saying this with incredible appreciation and respect for Josh. Couldn't have been more wrong. Don't judge a book by its cover. And he was skinny and just frail. and it was in the middle of winter, just kind of pasty, and the ball was coming on. It was southpaw, probably hadn't played in a couple months, and the ball was wobbly. Josh could occasionally do that, and we're like, that ain't it. And Leach, he didn't want to bring Achilles Smith in on a visit. No, not interested. And so, lesson learned.
Steve, we've seen a lot of that before. We've seen another guy in Achilles who was big arm guy coming out of JUCO. I know Achilles for a long time. We coached against each other as well. He coached at Grossmont later on when I was at Chafee. First of all, Venables is a JUCO guy. Played at Garden City Junior College in Kansas, where I later coached, and was on some great teams there. Right before Corey Dillon went to Garden City, and he should know where the fuck Achilles went to junior college if you were recruiting him. But anyway, again, that's why not everybody should be a head coach.
I think Hypo went to Snow, didn't he?
Oh, Hypo. We're talking about Achilles, though.
Yeah, but I know with Achilles, it's funny, that story. Mike Leach said basically, "No, I like Hypo." And they said, "Why?" He goes, "He gives me completions." He goes, "I don't need a strong arm. I need a quick decision maker, and you got to be able to put the guy on." He said, "Look, if you could throw the ball 80 yards, that's great. I need you to throw the ball accurately 8 to 12. I mean, Leach had some very interesting ideas over what he wanted in a quarterback, and even his definition of what offensive balance really is. I mean, Mike Leach once said, "What's a perfect game call for me? Easy. I don't call a single run." And he was dead serious too.
Yeah. Hypo went to Snow JUCO. Achilles went to Grossmont, but they were coming out the same class, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to recruit this guy, not this guy." And Hypo ended up proving them all wrong. And was in there on the Heisman. He made the Final Four in the Heisman that year, and that's
national title 2000.
And then won the national. Yeah, I mean, come on, he had a pretty damn good career.
Don't read a book by his cover is what he said. Steve, I want to ask you, kind of staying with this a little bit. Tennessee, Oklahoma plays this weekend. How do you see this game playing out on Saturday?
I think it's a mismatch up front for Tennessee. I think Tennessee's a top 5 team, and I think they have a better quarterback, Iamaleava. I think I said that pretty good that time. I vacillate all the time. Anyway, but Nico Iamaleava, the $8 million NIL man, this will be his first real test. It's not a neutral site game, but Oklahoma's offensive line, they have a great coach in Bill Bedenbaugh. They're banged up. They're not running the ball well. When your quarterback is your leading rusher after 3 games, you have an issue. You really do. And Tennessee's defensive front led by Pierce, and they have 3 or 4 other really big SEC war daddy types. I'm not saying it can't be a close game, but I think there's a couple of games that I feel very strongly about where the road team I think is going to win. That is one of them. I believe Tennessee, the way they play offense, if you cannot stop the run with the light box, and by the way, Mina, they actually believe in running the ball to a point where you have to bring in safeties, believe it or not. And then they let Nico kind of operate with those quick hitters outside. I believe that Tennessee wins that game eventually by about 10 points. Guys, I also like SC pretty big over Michigan at the Big House.
Woo! Hold on, when you pretty big, define that. What does that mean, Steve?
By at least 10. Not only is USC better defensively, if Alex Orji is the starter, which has been announced, there is no threat of the throw game. You are now making them one-dimensional. Okay? And Michigan, to me, defensively, they've actually slipped. You look at the numbers, you look at some of their games, they've been gashed up, and I believe in Miller Moss, and keep this in mind, Lincoln Logs Riley has had a bye week. So they're coming off a bye week, and it's already been shown. The home field advantage is only as good as that team. Keep that in mind. So I think SC is a really improved team. They are a playoff contender. I like SC and Tennessee to be road warriors this week.
Where are you at with an interesting matchup, Illinois and Nebraska? 2 teams.
Great game. It's in Lincoln Memorial Stadium, so I will take them. I don't know how good Luke Altmaier really is. I know he's been okay, but I am a believer in Dylan Raiola. They just got to get him a few receivers outside. I believe that's probably the next step for Coach Matt Rule. But the black shirts are real with Hutmaker and who is it? Ty Robinson. Those guys are war daddies up front. That team's going to be 7-0 most likely, even though they played a pretty good Indiana team before that. They could be 7-0 before they head out to the Big House and then reality is going to strike them hard in Ohio State.
Keith, shut up. Nobody cares about Iowa and Minnesota. Hey, Steve, let me ask you about
Iowa. 6-3 Iowa.
Heavy runner.
Hey, Steve, we keep talking about Lance Leipold because of what a job he's doing, and you've always said keep him there. He should stay, never leave. He's hit a little bit of a wall this year. He's struggling a little bit. Their quarterback, and you think they've missed their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Lance has always been a guy that has been able to figure it out and get things done. It doesn't get easier for them. They're like in a must-win game, and they're playing a team that is in a must-win game in West Virginia. Like, how do you see this KU season faring?
Well, they're going to have an interesting decision. Look, the loss of Andy Kotelnicki has hurt Jalen Daniels. Also, I don't know if Jalen Daniels is the same guy physically coming off that injury. He missed 9 games last year, but it's really a shame. They should have beat UNLV. There was an 18-play drive. They couldn't recover a fumble. They couldn't get off the field. But you look at Kansas, they have a good set of receivers. They have a really good 1-2 punch at Shaun Neal at running back. And I'm thinking, okay, run the ball a little bit more if your quarterback is going to struggle. But coordinators matter. If you look at Noel Fafita without Jed Fish, he does not look like the same quarterback. He really doesn't. And it's a situation that's very similar with Jalen Daniels without Kotelnicki. West Virginia has to be very frustrated. They had that game against Pitt. They were up 10 with about 3 minutes, 15 seconds. They had Pitt 2nd and 20. And from that point on, they just made one losing play after another. I think that's a very, very tough game. The winner of that game is still going to be a player in the Big 12. I agree with you. I think that's a must-win situation for both squads.
This is an interesting slate. It's not like, oh, man, I got to see that game, but there's a lot of interesting storylines. Cal, Florida State.
Like Cal. I think Cal is clearly the better team.
This is going to be
telling you, I don't even hesitate on that. Look, once again, Cal going into a game will be more physical than people think. Also, this is a big determining factor from who has a better quarterback. There's no doubt about it. I will take Fernando Mendoza over DJ. I'm not trying to pick on DJ, but
Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza out of Columbus High School. Big, tall kid who can sling the rock. And I don't know about the status of Jaden Ott, who's a top 10 running back. If he's healthy, this game, I think they could run away with it late. And again, Cal has one of the better defensive backs I've seen. Noel Williams, number 3. He looks like an NFL cornerback, 6'1", 205. I thought he played an unbelievable game at Auburn. And so I look at this. This is how you have to use a psychology if you're Justin Wilcox. You have to tell your team, hey, guys, hang with me here because it's a long trip. We are going to Tallahassee, and we have a long trip back, but we get a bye week. Guys, we can be 4-0 going up against Miami at home. The fact that there's a bye week is really the carrot on the stick if I'm Justin Wilcox. I'm telling my guys, you win this one, I'm going to give you Monday off because we have a bye week. I'm going to give you a day off here, but keep this in mind. We got to get past this one because this one here now, think about it, Coach. I believe Florida State is still only a 1 or 2 point favorite, which is a little bit surprising because they're at Doak Campbell. If you would have bet this game a month and a half ago, you probably could have gotten 24 points.
I know.
That's how the season has really gone. But Cal is pretty solid. And even if Jaden Ott does not play, they have a running back, Callaway and Javion Thomas. I looked at some of their San Diego State game. Those are 2 pretty solid athletes that can tote the rock. So I like this Cal team. This Cal team is actually going to be a bit of an issue here moving forward.
Utah, Oklahoma State. Weddle kind of talked about it. Probably the biggest, I guess, the highest ranked game with the 2 opponents. Because Nebraska, Illinois, I think is 22 and 24. But as far as 2 teams, Oklahoma State's 14, Utah's 12. And then Arizona State, our old Pac-12 compadres, Texas Tech. Texas Tech seems to be putting it together on offense. Can Arizona State go 4-0? Interesting. Those 2 games right there. Where are you at with that? Utah and Oklahoma State with a quarterback issue is my worry.
Well, Cam Rising better be healthy. But I will say this. Zach Wilson's younger brother, That kid can play. I actually watched some cut-ups of him. He actually watches the whole field and looks defenders off. I was impressed.
Yeah.
But Cam Rising is the heartbeat of that team.
Maybe more.
But the game's in Stillwater. There's got to be a time where Ollie Gordon gets going. He has been a really, really disappointing big-time player this year. They were very lucky to beat Arkansas. And by the way, I like Arkansas to beat Auburn. I do. I think they have a clear advantage at quarterback. Taylon Green is really good, and Jaquindon Jackson has become an elite running back. But to that particular game, I love Utah, but I don't know about the quarterback play because Cam Rising cannot stay. That play that Cam Rising got hurt, coach. If I was his coach, I would say, hey, dickhead, that's the dumbest play. You're already a brittle guy, and you're trying to do that bullshit. Get your ass out of bounds. Seriously. I don't expect a veteran quarterback to think you're not trying to win a Purple Heart here. Your job is to be on the field for me for 80 snaps. And I would tell, if I swear, I'd actually say, Cam, I want to say this one more time. You get injured again, just go get a job. I'm going with Zach's brother. You're not holding me hostage with your injuries. So, sorry, it's a business. It's the way it works here. But
baby MM, Mormon Milf Hunter, baby
Mormon. Well, I don't know what his preference is. I hope he likes him a little younger, not R. Kelly young, but legal, but younger. But
Diddy young.
Where you at with first? Just the slate is very bare.
No, I like the slate. I think the 9 o'clock window is not good, Coach. The 9 o'clock, starting at 12:30, the window's pretty good. Michigan, USC. Another game that I like.
How many Cokes and Maker Mark's Cokes will you have by 12?
No, I don't drink before 12 though. That's the thing.
I know. I'm trying to get you before 12 this week.
But the 9 a.m. games aren't that good. Another game I'm interested in is Georgia Tech, Louisville. I like Georgia Tech. I think they're a very solid team, but they have to go to Louisville, and that's the team nobody's talking about in the ACC. They're running the ball very well. Tyler Shuck is playing good football, and Grom is one of the top 15 coaches in the country. You give him enough parts, you give him enough help, he will consistently win football games. That is a pivotal ACC battle that I'll be keeping an eye on. Miami goes up there, I believe, October 19th or the 12th. That will not be an easy game. That's one of Miami's 2 or 3 tougher games. So that's a game I'm looking out for. And by the way, Colorado Baylor, that's going to be a game that if Colorado wins it, they are now in the hunt for a bowl. That is a huge game for Colorado because, look, they are now facing a team in Baylor that has many more athletes than Colorado State. And it's a home game, I believe, so you got to win that one.
You're not interested in Army Rice?
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's a game I'll look at, I guess. I'll look at the score, but I can't say I really am, no.
I'm just talking. Well, UCLA, LSU. If UCLA just gets boat race, they just get boat race.
You look at that football program near LA, they play LSU, they host Oregon, and then they got to go to Happy Valley. They might get outscored in those games combined 145-10. Yeah,
man.
I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious. They might get outscored by an aggregate 145 to about 10 or 17. They look bad. It's not that they lost to Indiana. Indiana's going to be a pretty tough out there with Signetti.
Steve, real quick, Beatty, real quick, can you pull up the graphic with the 6-0 quarterbacks versus the 0-6 quarterbacks for Steve? I just have to ask him. No Asian hate, Steve, here. No Asian hate. Is this because of cover 2 here?
There has never been a system that could beat a great player. Here's the thing. If it's just about the system, then I remember in like the mid 80s after the 85 Bears, certain teams tried to run the 46 in the Bear front. They got killed.
I know.
Why did they get killed? Well, easy. They didn't have Dan Hampton, Singletary, McMichael, and Richard Dent and Otis Wilson and Wilbur Marshall. The players matter. And this whole notion, you're saying Dan Marino never faced a cover 2?
It's unbelievable.
Troy Aikman.
We gotta move pages up now. We gotta move them up though. Mel Kiper said
6 linebackers.
We got.
Let me ask you this, Steve. So there's a video I think going around. Urban Meyer was talking about the current state of the Florida Gators football program. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Check it out.
Talked to Coach Steve Spurrier last night. I said something. I said, "Were you in the game?" And he said he left, to beat the traffic, but he said it was bad. And when that momentum is such a fragile thing, because people want to win and won now and would do anything. You see these buyouts, you're going to talk about them here in a minute, where they just keep firing people because you start to lose momentum. You lose momentum, you lose recruiting. You lose, and then fans and NIL. And I mean, I'm getting a little bit stressed out here even thinking about what's happening there, because the momentum is gone. It's been gone for a while there, and that's hard to imagine. I mean, there's no better place. There's no better stadium. It's like a freaking jet engine right behind you when you're cooking. Jobs are based on recruiting, and there's within a 300-mile radius. You don't have to go anywhere else. I was offered the Notre Dame job and the Florida job, and I'm Irish Catholic, and I love Notre Dame. I would go there in a minute. But the reason I took Florida, not many people know this, is because I had young kids at the time. When you recruit for Notre Dame, Mark, you recruit Los Angeles, Phoenix, Dallas, New Jersey, New York, Memphis, and Florida. You know where you recruit your Florida? You got a King Air and you got a Citation at your disposal. I was home almost every night.
Jeez. What's your take on that, Steve?
Well, first of all, also Notre Dame's academic requirements probably a little bit more difficult than Florida, with all due respect. I don't think an Aaron Hernandez would have been admitted near the Golden Dome. But again, it is access to talent, and it is about material, as Bino Cook used to say. Look, Florida's in the same kind of malaise that Miami's been in, where you start replacing a coach every 4 to 5 years. You keep looking for the next, whoever your Jimmy Johnson, Steve Spurrier is. So from 2010, post-Urban Meyer, this will be their 4th or 5th coach. I mean, they went from Muschamp to Jim McElwain, to Dan Mullen. I still wonder, do they wonder now, did we pull the plug too quickly on Mullen? I understand the issues with Mullen. He was not a grinder on the recruiting trail. He was kind of an oddball, according to some people. But because he wasn't Kirby Smart, he wasn't that absolute maniacal guy, they got rid of him. But if you look at Mullen's first 3 or 4 years, the guy competed. And the guy gave Georgia fits. He gave Alabama a tough game. In the year that Alabama won the national title, in that SEC title game, he put up like 40-some-odd points. They just couldn't stop an all-time great offense. But again, I get it with Dan Mullen. He didn't necessarily fit that SEC ethos of every day you got to attack it and you got to battle Nick Saban and Kirby Smart. I don't know who they get. Would Jed Fish, who's a Florida Gator alum, got his first start there under Steve Spurrier, he's a guy that I would look at. But again, is he going to leave Washington after less than a year? That would mean 3 programs in 3 years for a coach. There comes a time when a coach has to settle down and settle his roots,
I think they're missing Mullen in Mississippi State right now. They're about as bad as I've ever seen them.
But look, at least they somewhat competed with Mike Leach. They were fun with Mike Leach. They're just bad. But
Toledo,
Florida, Lane Kiffin may be at a better program right now.
I know.
Right now. Ole Miss is going to compete for a national title if they stay healthy defensively. Okay.
Hey, like Smitty says, and I want to cuss so bad right now.
You ain't got to. Hold it in.
2 things can be true. No, they fucking can't. But anyway, let me ask you something, Steve. Can this really be going? Can something really happen here twice in Urban Meyer's career? Can Florida and Notre Dame be open at the same time again?
I think Notre Dame with that schedule, my third half cousin, Marcus Friedman, I think he's going to survive. I do. But he's got to fix that quarterback situation. You just can't keep getting one transfer portal guy after another unless he's really good. Then you can, I guess. But Florida job is really tough because as of right now, they are no better than the 9th or 10th best program in the most difficult conference in the country. And Mike Norvell's going to be given a shot. He's going to grind a little bit. And now you have Mario Cristobal, who's recruiting his butt off. I mean, Mario is an absolute monster. He's maniacal. So those are things you have to look at. You got tough in-state rivals, and you're in an unbelievable conference. And your direct rivals are teams like Tennessee, which is on the upswing, Georgia, which is on top of the mountain. Alabama is not going anywhere with DeBoer. So, again, you can say we're a great job. It is. It's a great job, though, with certain specific challenges.
Steve, before you get out of here, I got to get your take on your Miami Hurricanes. Are you worried at all that a South Florida team that played Alabama pretty tough late in that game, are you worried at all that this could be a bunch of athletes on the field going at it and anything goes? Or you think you're just much more sound and bigger up front and can dominate it?
Well, Miami's bigger, stronger, faster, deeper, but is there some difficulty and some awkwardness in this game given how Golish runs a real up-tempo, space and pace type of game? Yeah, anything could happen. You got to play a clean game. It's going to be a really big, raucous, loud crowd at Raymond James, one of the bigger regular season games they've had since they hosted Dalvin Cook and FSU a few years ago. The Alabama game was interesting. Alabama, if they played them 9 out of 10 times, would blow them out from the beginning. Alabama kind of kept them in the game. And the Jalen Milroe that I saw on Saturday at your place at Camp Randall, if that guy showed up again, it'd be 52-10. So, look, Miami plays a clean, turnover-free game. And what's interesting is I kept thinking we got to run the ball, slow the clock. South Florida does not defend the pass very well. So my view is, you know what, let's just go air Cristobal again. And this is the theme for Mario and Miami this year. Don't establish the run game. Score as many points as possible, as quickly as you can. Make teams play from behind. Make them one-dimensional and dictate the tempo of the game. So Miami, I'd be surprised if Miami doesn't score at least 45 points on Saturday.
Steve, if South Florida runs the cover 2, that could negate the deep ball. Are you concerned at all about the cover 2 shell?
I am, but here's the thing. You know, Mario Cristobal's never had an issue running the ball. I was absolutely
you can run versus cover 2. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. But I'm just telling you, before I leave you guys, there's going to be a trend in football. There's a couple things I'm looking at. Warren Buffett once said about his strategy in terms of investing, when other people are bold, I am cautious. When everyone else is cautious, I am bold. In other words, when you zig, I'm going to zag. And Jim Harbaugh might start this revolution. There's going to be more and more teams now, I believe, that are going to start going, okay, you know what? Let's start running 12 personnel under center, hand the ball off, gash people, see if they even know how to run, fit, and be physical. Because you do not practice against it. You really don't. There's going to be a game or two where Miami this year, because they've actually done it. Miami can still run stuff under center and run the ball effectively between the two tackles. Because, again, when everyone else is going to zig, you have to be able to zag.
That's why I'm white. Smitty's black. We got to have a counteraction there.
100%.
Steve, let me ask you something. If Florida loses to Mississippi State,
it's over.
Billy Napier fired on Monday.
You know how I said I wouldn't let one coach back on the bus? I wouldn't even let Billy back in the locker room. I'd actually have all this stuff boxed up, garbage bag for all his personal. And I'd say, all right, Billy, we'll address the team. We're going to get you an Uber Black. All your stuff is there. We got a for sale sign up at your house in Gainesville. We have a nice buyout. Congratulations, you tried. Sorry, Billy. If you lose to that Mississippi State team without
Mississippi State's bowl game, though. That's Mississippi State's like Orange Bowl game right there. I think they're going to play hard. It's going to be a hard game. It's going to be hard to win. Tonight's game, Stevie, I know you got to get out of here. The Jets on a short week. By the way, this is their third game in 13 days. I don't know why Roger.
Player safety. Yeah.
Isn't Roger Goodell a pro player? Isn't he pro player health?
Well, yeah. He's pro players playing a lot of games. Real quickly, I like the Jets. It's at home. Patriots are tough defensively, but I think Aaron Rodgers is actually showing signs of being somewhat like Aaron Rodgers, and just keep feeding Breece Hall. I think they'll be okay. I like the Jets. So I'll see you Saturday, Coach.
All right, I'll see you Saturday.
All right, see him go.
Peace.
Steve Kim, everyone. Kareem himself. Clap it up for him.
Look how fast my Twitch is. I'm so faster at Twitch than you. It's like unbelievable.
I am slower now than I used to be. I'm noticing that, bro. I'm just getting pissed. I'm noticing that my shoulder strength right here is a little weaker. And I was walking up the stairs the other day, and I feel like I'm sinking a little bit. Like my legs aren't strong.
Your labrum.
Break it down. So what's wrong with me right now? Break it down.
There's 3 parts of your vertebrae.
Okay.
Lumbar, which is L 1 through 5.
Yep.
Okay. Then you have your cervical. Okay. And then you have the thoracic. So T 1 through 14, it's in the middle. And then you got your C 1 through. I haven't done it so long. C 1 through 12.
Okay.
Or 1 through 6. There's only 26 vertebrae. So I'm tripping. So what is that? Add that up. I haven't done this in a while. So L 1 through 5 is your lumbar 1 through 5. That's right on the bottom. Okay.
Was that right?
7, ain't?
No, but how many total? 26?
So
that's 7 vertebrae in the cervical. That's right here. So here's it from your bottom of your neck, head, 7 vertebrae down.
1,
then
2,
it starts
3,
T.
4, 5,
then it starts
6,
T,
7.
which is your thoracic.
Yeah.
All right. Then T goes
1 through 5, right?
No. That's your lumbar, dog.
Oh, I'm not looking at the wrong.
I said 12.
You're right.
12
T12.
thoracic.
Yeah, you just said that. T12. Look.
Okay,
T12.
12 thoracic, which is your middle. All right. That allows you to do this.
Okay.
Your cervical allows you to do this. Okay. Thoracic allows you to do this.
Lean back.
Sideways. Your lumbar sits on top of a bowl-shaped disc called the sacrum.
Sacrum.
Which is connected to your coccyx.
What's the coccyx?
Which connects to the lumbar. See how that all works?
Everything connected.
Everything connected, dog.
So that's what's wrong with me.
So you have all that shit fucked up.
I just feel different. Like I don't feel like strong. Like my leg when I walk up the stairs, I feel
You're not
heavy.
very. You
Even
are
when
heavy. You're out of shape.
Let me take my watch off. Even when I clap, I don't feel like my clap is like this muscle
slow.
right here.
It's slow.
It's like it's
Too
not
much.
letting me trigger as much. Like I used to be hella fast. Like my hands,
too much
my
jacking
punch
off,
that
homie.
be like my punch used to be like I used to
Too slow. I saw it
my
coming.
punch used to be like my punch used to be
Too much
crazy like on the D line side. Now it ain't really
Too
like
much jacking off, homie.
See, yeah, I feel weak right here.
Too much
I'm
jacking
gonna
off.
get these stronger. I'm gonna get these stronger, y'all. For y'all, I'm doing it for y'all.
Too much jacking off, I guess.
I do that once a week, homie.
I ain't jacked off. Fucking
Cap.
No reason.
Cap.
I'm just telling
Every
you.
man at least a couple times a year. And woman. Let's be
y'all-
real. Whoa.
When you get older, take my advice. Men, tell me, anyone at my age or older, y'all just sitting there beating your shit? I ain't beat my shit in long.
Not heavily. I'm just saying every once in a blue
I have
moon.
no desire, man. I'm telling you, I don't have no desire. You know what I'd rather do?
You don't like orgasm?
Get on the bus. Go get on the boat. Get in the truck. Get in the whip. Get in the chill at the house. Smoke stick.
Five things can be true, homie. But you don't always have access to that all the time. Like you don't have a girlfriend, so you don't have a main. So like your AEs can't always come over there. Like sometimes they're doing shit. So like you might go 3 weeks, homie, through 4 weeks without busting one.
Nah, not that long, but I don't need. Like I don't have no desire either. I can though. You know what I'm saying? I can though.
Man, I can do a lot of things, but I mean, you want to. You're a grown ass man, bro. Like
I had no. I don't.
Only thing that makes you a man is your balls,
we're
homie.
used to, where you're used
your
to.
balls make you a man, homie.
We're at your age right now.
Yeah, my face.
With your age is like, I gotta get to it. For me, I was like,
I be too busy sometimes, but sometimes I be like, hey, baby, I get there. I'm working.
When we come over and suck it, if you want.
So you tell me like somebody like Uzi wanted to like give you something today, you would say no.
Somebody like what?
I said somebody like this, like somebody like this around, like you wouldn't.
You said a name. I thought.
I said like somebody like Uzi, like wanted to give you something, you wouldn't allow it.
I didn't say I wouldn't allow. I'm saying it's not like I need.
You're not like fiending for it, like maybe when you were younger. I got too much shit going on to be fiending for it, but you still a man, Jake. You still got balls and testosterone,
I was
homie.
too busy at 30 though.
You still well,
you might be a little.
Because I'm a way harder worker than you. I don't never not. Whenever my wife wanted, she get it. Whenever she wanted, she get it.
Is this blowing up or something?
Why you say that for?
Because everybody's hitting me.
I was gonna say. I mean, I'm the one who cut it immediately, so. So let's go see.
So many notifications on me.
Go to your page right now. Go to your profile, homie.
You post it on my page though.
How you gonna post it on your page? He got access to your personal account.
Well, how did we retweet?
He got access to the JB show.
So we didn't retweet it.
You retweeted it.
I didn't retweet it.
You did retweet it. I saw you do it.
No, that must have been Bailey.
No, you retweeted from your personal account here. I saw you do it here, homie.
Bailey did that.
No, you didn't. Bailey posted on the JB show. You motherfucker retweeted. I saw you. I saw you.
Bailey already did.
You saw me see you do it, homie.
Bailey, did you retweet it before?
Babe, regardless, be on my side for once. Regardless.
The truth is, I have access and can go and do that on your thing. Darnell watched me do it. So
that's what I thought.
I did it. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, damn, Smitty.
He posted it. Hold on. What's the question, homie? Stay here, babe. What's the question?
We didn't retweet it. I didn't think we retweeted it from my Twitter page. But Bailey did right away when he went on and logged in. And then he went over to the JB show one and then tweeted it out again, right?
Well, I posted on the JB show one. and then retweeted it. Or I retweeted on my account, and then I went on the screen where you guys are and retweeted on your account.
But I saw you do it from the show one. That's why I confused.
Yeah, I posted it from the show. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I know what's going on.
No.
So I did see it, but I forgot that you controlling the whole shit. So when I saw it,
see my
I
hand
thought,
moving, homie?
but no, homie, I don't look at you, homie. I'm just looking at the screen. Like you said, don't look at you, homie. So I thought your hand. I got it now. I got clarity now. My fault, homie. I was real confused. That's on me. Players fuck up. My fault, Bailey.
Don't call Bailey homie.
What you mean?
Because you don't call him.
I can't be cool with Bailey.
Be cool with him.
I know
homie,
you.
Homie's like a bang. Like I'm banging on you a little bit. Don't call it. Don't say it.
Hey, homie. I say homie all the time now.
I know you
like
do.
I be hanging around. I be hanging around like my
Like
homeboys. Remember my boy Julian that came to your house for Super Bowl? Big homie played the ball state.
Black dude.
Well, that's the only motherfucker I brought around you. I brought one person to your house. I be calling him a homie. He be cracking up because he know I got it from you. I say that shit heavily. It was when you and your best friend just kept saying it. That shit is hilarious. Like that's some old Cali, like some old head Cali motherfuckers. Young motherfuckers don't say that shit, homie. So it's funny.
Shit, homie. Get real.
Yeah, I beat the fuck out you too, JB.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. We come back. We got Darnell's dogs.
Email every day, homie. See, I got real personal, real grown man problem.
You said earlier you had 7 figures in your account.
I don't have 7. I had 8. But that don't mean nothing.
I mean, it do. It means a lot, actually. It changes everything. It changes
Why you
everything.
pocket checking, homie?
No, you said it. Like you verbally said it. So I'm just,
I didn't do it.
I was talking about me and the accounts having 8, and you said I do too. So
But that don't mean nothing, though.
I feel like I should have like 50,000 at least.
I mean, you would if I had that. Like, if
But
I got a lot of things going on. Yours is coming. Like, we got planned.
All right, Dion, we coming. Hey, y'all, we're gonna take a quick little break, probably 5-minute break. He got to put money in his meter. I got to take a piss. I got to stretch. When I come back, we got Darnell's dogs. I'm gonna be on the ISO camera. I'm gonna give you my projected ballers for this NFL
you better
week
not have
coming
no
up.
fucking weird shit again, homie.
Hey, whoever Betty puts on the screen, I'm gonna react to, homie.
Wait up, where's your dogs?
It is my dogs, homie, but I'm just saying. I said it
better
to
be
him.
better dogs.
I said it to him so early. You ain't gonna do shit.
I'll cut the shit,
and I'm gonna cut you off.
Baby, take us away.
Take us away, baby.
After about 8 days or so, there is a kid who's an unsigned free agent running back because they need depth. They're still waiting for Dameon Pierce to pick up the inside-outside zone scheme that the 49ers have. But and I knew nothing about him coming out, JB. I don't know if you did. No, maybe Mel Kiper did, or those guys that do that deep draft stuff for the 7th round. Big undrafted running back named Bobby Dees from Slippery Rock. Do you know anything about him, Smitty, Bobby Dees?
I never heard of him.
Well, that's why, because it's Bobby Dees nuts on your forehead. That's why. Okay.
He got me! He got me!
Got his ass! Bingo. Hey. Nuts.
Hey,
oh.
I threw you the lob. I threw you the lob.
Hey, I did. Hey, Smitty. Classic. I heard that last night, too. Smitty, are you there still or are you dead?
I'm there.
JB, you turned me down last night, but Smitty, crazy thing, some guy used this joke, too, last night. I mean, about that Bobby Dees, the running back from Slippery Rock, who's really not a running back, Slippery Rock. I was at the Imagine Dragons concert. Have you ever seen them Have you ever seen them in concert?
Oh,
Imagine Dragons. Either one of you?
The fuck is
Smitty, have you seen Imagine Dragons?
I've seen them before, yeah.
Yeah, Imagine Dragon. He's nuts on your forehead.
That's me. What the fuck is that? I'm not saying who the fuck is
Got
that.
him. Double dip. There you go.
Got him.
And by the way, I think Bailey found y'all quick too, by the way.
No, he didn't find
Yeah, he did.
No way,
Other
Bailey.
than that, we ain't got no free agent running back from Slippery Rock that none of us know. Okay?
By the way, it had to be Slippery Rock, too.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you got to be the Rock.
That was a hell of a job of the build up.
Oh, we got you. I threw him the lob.
Motherfucker said on a serious note, like it was a real like
mixing.
Right, mixing. Oh, okay, like, it was a.
Oh, I set up with serious stuff.
Flashback.
Let's show a little Derek Carr. I think he's. I think he's is worthless as tits on a boar hog. To be honest, that's just what I think. I think that is personally what I think about Derek Carr.
Dude, that is so funny you said that. That's so old school. My mom.
See how mean he is? That's what he was saying to high school kids, too.
Shaun, you guys, baby, you got to try to find the one we're evaluating high school kids, dog. It's
looking, he's trying.
It's the
But
funnest
JB does know, he knows football and quarterbacks, so you got to have some good line. But he knows that's Smitty. You guys,
I gotta ask you this real quick. You're a USC legend. Another guy who people are saying is going to be generational talent. He's got drafted by Chicago Bears, who went to USC, and Caleb Williams. Give us your honest thoughts on Caleb Williams. Do you think he's going to be as great as the people are saying he is, or how do you view him?
I think we're always premature and serious. And now JB doesn't like some of the other stuff. And listen, I don't care if he paints his nails as long as he can make plays. You know, in truth, when he gets deep down to it, do you really care? Now, he's going to have to handle some as locker rooms go, as we all three know, guys giving him a hard time and not being sensitive. If you're willing to put yourself out there and have a little fun with it and be you and be an individual like that has a flair and it's going to do his things his way, you got to be able to go into a locker room and let the players still get on you, and you got to have some self-deprecation about getting, at training camp and all that. But I can tell you this. I think it's absurd that we start comparing guys like we compare too much. We're already talking about, well, he's the next Patrick Mahomes. I know we need fodder for that stuff on our show. We all do, not you guys, but comparisons are everywhere. First of all, here's what I know about it. A dynamic playmaker. Let's talk about on the field. Forget all the other stuff. Questioning, crying with his mom, or what kind of leader he is. I've heard both. I've heard coaches inside that building say he's a great leader, and I've heard people inside or outside the building say they question it. So either way, there's going to be that till we see it on Sundays. The last 2 years, there was no better performer, or at least last year, J.D. Daniels deserved the Heisman. Jaden Daniels, should I say. And we know what kind of year Penix had. But if you combine the last 2 seasons, and this is not USC homework, because JB, I'm as hard on the Trojans as I am on anybody. Just as a playmaker on a team that if they didn't score 40, they had no damn shot to even be in the friggin' game. There's been no better player in college football the last 2 years, period. You could say what you want. He's been the most dynamic football player when you combine his last 2 years in college football. Now, missing throws, leadership. Why couldn't he elevate him to it? But he doesn't make any tackles on defense. Do I think he's a hell of a player and a generational type talent? Sure. We say that every year about somebody else. Do I think the Bears are going to be in the Super Bowl in 2 years because of him? No, I think they got a little more work to do.
Yeah, it is time right now for Darnell's Dogs.
Take it away.
Give me my ISO belly right now, man. It's time for Darnell's Dogs, sponsored by Prize Picks. Go to Prize Picks right now. Place your bet. Use the promo code Coach JB from Coach JB Show. But it's time for Darnell's Dogs, man. I'm about to tell y'all right now.
Down it. I drank half, so just
5 hour energy right here, y'all.
Let's see it.
5 hour energy right here.
Why you don't drink it?
I got high blood pressure. Darnell's Dogs right now. Let's go. Show me the first one. We got Aaron Rodgers. Darnell's Dogs. I got Aaron Rodgers balling out tonight. Thursday night football, playing against the Patriots. He's been getting better week after week, and I don't see that stopping. I think we're going to see a vintage breakout game from AR8's Aaron Rodgers today. Don't tell me that I'm wrong, because I know I'm right. He's throwing 3+ touchdowns tonight. 300+ passing yards. We're going to see old school Aaron Rodgers. When I say old school, I mean young Aaron Rodgers, not old school meaning old. So AR8 is my first dog of the week. Who we got next? Myles Garrett. Rumble, man, rumble. Myles Garrett is about to have a field day. The Browns are playing Danny Dimes and the New York Giants this week. You know that man holds the ball around. He's going to be running around for his life all damn day. The Giants fans been booing Danny Dimes. I kind of feel sorry for him, and I feel even more sorry for him because he has an action figure. Look at this arm. Look like Big Smitty at Ball State. This guy is one of the best defensive players in the game today. That Browns team is led by him. They go as far as he goes, and I think Myles Garrett is going to have a monster game against Danny Dimes and the Giants this week. Who we got next, baby? Put it on the screen. Next up, another dog, DN. Defensive lineman, one of JB's favorites, one of my favorites, Max Crosby. The guy's an animal. He's relentless. He runs to the ball every single play. He never stops. If he doesn't win on his first move, he's going to win on his second move. He never stops. His engine keeps going and going and going. And let me remind you, Eastern Michigan cat, #Maction. That's why he has the heart of a lion. I see Max Crosby going out there being one of the monster dogs, having a monster performance this week. Who the Raiders playing this week? They got they got Bryce Young. He ain't even playing. Who Andy Dalton? They got Andy Dalton.
300 yards.
He's not throwing. I guarantee you right now, live on this show, Andy Dalton will not throw for 300 yards. I bet you any money, JB. But we'll do that when I bring you back on the air. Who's my next dog? Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver 1 for the Colts. He came out at the last game and spoke out. He was open and honest. He said, listen, we can't be big play or no play. We got to get better with the intermediate routes. We got to be able to keep the offense flowing. As a leader of our team, I love to hear that from Michael Pittman Jr. AR5, he heard that. They've been working together all week long, figuring out how they can get their connection going. They haven't figured it out quite yet. This will be the week. This will be the week. The Colts are playing against the Bears at home, downtown, Indianapolis. Roof might be open because the weather is perfect right now. I see Michael Pittman Jr. receiving over 100 yards this game. You heard it here first. Darnell's Dogs, lock it in. Brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Brought to you by Prize Picks and every other sponsor. Paper towel, boy. This black people shit in here. We ain't got no water, y'all. We ain't got no cookies left. We ain't got no muffins. We ain't got no coffee left. We ain't got no paper towel left. Only thing we got is an old thing of M&M's I've been eating. I'm probably gonna get sick. These M&M's 2 years old, homie. They still good though, but they probably not good for you. So black people shit, but we maintain it, boy. We making it. We trying to make it happen. Huh? What'd you say?
Can't do it all.
I be offering you help, you never accept it. You're like, no, homie, don't worry about that, bro. It's my shit. I'm the one that brought you in. Don't worry about that, bro. I know you got shit going on. You married. You young, bro. I appreciate that. I ain't gonna fight my blessing.
Real quick, better dogs this week than last.
I appreciate that.
Last week was fucking Captain Obvious. This week was a little better, but still, overall,
Max Crosby. You don't like that?
C
plus?
Maybe.
Okay, C plus.
C plus.
I passed. That's all that matter. Hey, when you get that degree, JB, what it say? Your fucking name is on there, and you go shake that hand on stage. You keep pushing. They don't ask you. They don't say your grades on there. Your GPA on there. You get your degree, and you move on. I got my degree just now. Darnell's Dogs.
Baby, you see my text? I don't know if you can get to that. If you can find that video.
You put a rundown. Look, I know you don't be looking at the rundown. And stop messing with the mouse when
Boy,
Bailey's switching down.
I got it.
It ain't hard. It ain't hard, homie. Just leave shit alone. Shut your mouth. What we got next, man? Let's move on to some NFL topics while he's finding what you're looking for. We're going to keep this thing pushing and rolling. And once he finds what you're looking for, we'll bring that up.
Well,
for now,
he's going to have it by the time I need to say something.
So just wait. All right.
I need to say something.
So let's just sit here quiet and just wait till you get it done.
We need to probably make a graphic for something, too.
Let's play the quiet game.
We probably need to make a graphic.
Make a graphic for what?
For Baby Jesus.
What do you mean?
Baby Jesus needs to have its own segment.
Oh, you mean Baby Jesus, like have his own
Baby
little
Jesus
thing?
needs to have his own segment.
And we need church music behind it too.
Yes, we
And
do.
for my dogs too, I want to get some dog sound effects, and I want to get like a little graphic. I don't know if it's a Photoshop or AI, where you have me morph into a dog, or you have me with dogs around me. We'll figure it out.
We don't need that.
Maybe I'll take a picture with Ashley Callie in real time, like this, and that'd be the logo.
We don't need that. But
let's get this thing produced. Let's keep growing. Let's keep going better. I love this team. Bailey, he gets better every day. I get better every day. JB says the same. Let's continue to do this, man. But we got your shit in, JB. What did you want so bad?
Dear Baby Jesus. Dear Baby Jesus, I come to you today on this great Truth-Telling Thursday on the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty. And I want to address something, and I have to address it in a manner that just is uplifting and hopefully helps this man and this program succeed this week in Baton Rouge versus LSU. Deshaun Foster, Baby Jesus, came out and said that I'm just from a program by the ocean, by Fat Burger and In-N-Out.
near USC, near Westwood. And it was cringeworthy, Lord, and we all agree. But, Lord, they are a bad, bad football team. They've digressed into Hawaii, Lord. And you cannot come out and have that bad of a speech, Lord, and then look this bad on the football field. I came out, Lord, and defended Deshaun Watson. I said that speech does mean nothing if the players run through a wall for him. So far, Lord, the players haven't ran through a wall, Lord. They've hit a fucking wall. Excuse my French, Lord, but baby Jesus, please help Deshaun Foster. Eric Bieniemy has been proven as well that he was not the play caller in Kansas City. He's probably never been the play caller. Great human, love him, coach and death, but Eric Bieniemy is really struggling. Has probably lost all possibilities of a job getting in the NFL. But Lord, please help Deshaun Foster, Big Smitty, Snoring, and the UCLA Bruins. In your name, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Take a listen to the introductory press conference.
I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but our football program, but we're in LA. It's us and USC. We I'm just basically excited, really. That's it.
No.
Any questions?
Oh my God, that's what y'all call it, JB, cringe. That's cringe-worthy, homie.
Call it cringe.
Oh my God, homie, like I can't watch that no more. Like that's our last time. Can we make that our last time playing that? It's so embarrassing. I feel so bad for him. I want to cry. Like I can't watch that, JB. I feel uncomfortable watching that. I feel sick watching that. Stop it. Don't play it again, please. For me, for this show, for me, and for people like me. I can't watch that shit.
As bad as it was,
you defended them, homie.
I cannot imagine the team playing worse than that speech. And they are. The team's playing worse than that speech.
It's hard to do, homie.
How? Is Mina Kimes a D coordinator at UCLA?
Fuck. It's always Mina. Leave Mina alone. Mina don't know you. She blocks you. She hates you. She don't like you.
If I got the job at Florida and I hired Mina Kimes, would you like me more?
I don't like you more or less. I don't give a fuck who you hire. I fuck with you, homie.
I'm a real one. I would love to hire Mina Kimes as my D coordinator at Florida.
She's not a D coordinator. She's an analyst. Just like a lot of people on TV didn't necessarily play the game, homie. It's not all people. It's always been that way, homie. It's always been people on TV, sports TV, who didn't play the game, who studied the game, look at numbers.
No.
It was never all players, homie. Stop.
These
journalists were never all players.
Can we go back to Shaun Salisbury on ESPN when he was and look at that crew that he had, which was the highest rated show
with him, his show. But
what his show?
But it was always the Stephen A. in the skits.
Who was he on?
I don't know. Tell me.
He passed away. You know sports journalism
with the glasses.
Yep. But he had a lot of. They had a full on.
R.I.P.
They were like the first take. Shaun Salisbury. They had Clayton, and his name was Clayton.
Clayton,
correct?
Yep.
Mark Clayton. No, not Mark.
No.
What was my name? Clayton. What was his name? You guys know Shaun Waffle. One of you OGs in here. You know who it was. Who was with Shaun? Clayton.
John Clayton.
John Clayton.
John Clayton. Yeah.
Those were shows that actually knew what the fuck they were talking about. You know who else was on that show?
But John Clayton,
you know who else was on that show?
Clayton didn't play the sport, did he?
He was it.
But he was really good. So that's my example.
Merrill Hodge was on the show with them.
As a regular.
These guys played at a high.
But we've also had our skips forever. Stephen A's been there forever. So I'm saying it's always been both, homie.
Those are guys that we've always talked about too, though.
But I'm saying
Stephen A, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stop talking. We've said that for a long time. When he brings up shit about football, when he brings up shit, we know he didn't even play basketball.
But you get Mina in a different energy, homie.
I do because she's
even before it is like since I joined because I didn't know the previous beef when I joined. So it'd be a random Wednesday. We're talking about fucking cookout. That burger was horrible. Fucking Mina pie cooked it, homie.
But
I'm like, damn.
You know why though? Because I don't believe she should be talking about football.
All right, there you go. This
I mean, but I said it already.
thing.
I've already said that though.
But she is doing it, and let her have her job, homie. Let her work.
I'm not saying I can't do nothing about her. What do you mean, let her? Nothing I can do about it.
You got a lot of power, homie.
I don't have a lot of
influence.
Power. All I'm saying is she's horrible.
We got
and Butker was right. He was talking to Mina. She should.
Who was right?
Harrison Butker.
Oh shit, bro. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, this is it for me. It's probably my last little. It ain't gonna fire
BPS. Black people last little, and then they don't ever finish the statement. They never say what it is. That little,
you know. Like,
that little.
What's understood ain't gotta be explained, homie. Like you be saying.
But
crazy
seriously
shit.
though, she should be the one that's in the kitchen though, homie.
Bro, stop. You're not getting away with that now.
All right, let's move on.
Fuck wrong with you, homie. Somebody gonna press you one day.
I'm waiting. Dan Campbell is selling his house, Smitty. Again, social media fucking putting your shit out there, dog. We got these weirdo fucks out here. Like G Wizzle and these weirdo fucks. They'll find your house, Smitty.
I put your address out there.
They will find. I've had people on Twitter post my address.
Yep. And what you gonna do about it?
Well, he's not around no more.
Who?
Nobody.
He in jail? Or what you mean by not around?
So I'm just saying, where are we in this world?
He be snitching on himself. He crazy. I ain't never met no party who just like you part of the new generation, like the rappers and shit. They be like telling you, yeah, man, hey, it's my boy Eli. Hey, Eli, this man, he one of the realest one out, man. I saw him get a body last Tuesday, right there in front of him. He got a body last Tuesday. He a real one. He'll end somebody's life right now. You and them types.
Oh shit! He want to hop on right now.
Tell him hop on right now. Tell him to jump in. Send him a link right now. Text him a link.
But the thing is, we didn't promote it. We want that big time show.
Fuck all that, bro. When you can get a big time guest, get him. He'll come on again. Like all that, you overthinking it. Get him on. We'll cut the shit out. That clip will be huge, and then he gonna have a good time. He'll be like, "Oh, fuck with y'all."
What time
he gonna come back on. It's 8:18.
Oh shit, he's coming on right now.
Yeah. Bailey gonna
do it live.
Do it live, Bailey. I text you, but I don't want to say it out loud. I'm gonna text you. We can't let the people know. You can't let the people know. There's some real shit going on right now. Oh fuck, this might be. Shit.
You go live on something?
It's like breaking news right now. This is like some. This is some real shit about to happen. Yeah. Oh, he waited. They thought you was lying, homie, the whole time. That's crazy.
How do I copy this shit?
Or this.
Baby, can you? How do I do this shit?
We might want to go to a bump and then come back.
Nah, I gotta get shit a fucking email.
Man. I know. We got a big time guest. Breaking news. Who about to join? I just saw the message. It's confirmed, so it's about to happen like in the next few minutes. So give us a couple minutes. We just try and get the link sent out right now to said guest. Don't go nowhere. Get your popcorn ready. If you're an NFL fan, if you're a football fan, if you're a quarterback fan, you better stick around. That's all I'm saying. I can't give. I've already said enough. I've said too much, chat. I'm giving y'all too much energy and too much time and too much information. Y'all can guess all you want. Big time guess about joining this show. There's somebody. I'm gonna wait till later, but somebody earlier said something smart in the chat. And we called something out.
I don't need to talk.
But we want to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone. Let's just keep rolling until we get to that point anyway. Dan Campbell did what?
Bailey, take us away for a minute. I'm going to do a video and post it.
We'll be right back, y'all. 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man who he spoke to every single NCAA college football 2025 team seemingly on the internet. From Last Chance U, national champion, Coach JB.
Yeah, Coach.
What's up, gentlemen? Coach, just great car, great stick. Thank you for pulling off to the side of the road. Hope you don't get killed here. Honestly, the side of the road, LA, I assume, that's not necessarily the safest place on earth. So we'll make this quick. How do you feel about all of these new coaches now in this NCAA college football 2025 game using your speeches to motivate these boys from one side of the country to the other, Coach?
I feel broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Can I get like a royalty or something? Like, Netflix already screwed me. I'm getting screwed by EA Sports now too? Like, holy shit. I hit him up. I reached out to him like, hey, trying to be cordial and nice. I'm a nice guy, you know me.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, EA Sports, maybe I can actually be your video guy, than to actual do a real video instead of using my name, image, and likeness.
Oh shit.
And maybe I can get a little piece of the pie, but nah, it's all right. Just keep sharing my 500 million views of it.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but obviously you are a hilarious, miserable person, and this is kind of is how it goes.
Hey, Pat, I was actually chilling. My back went out yesterday, so I didn't even do my show today. So I just left my chiropractor, and I'm waiting on this damn cigar company to open. They're late, of course. I mean, come on.
Shit. Okay, so life is good. Last question for me, because I know the last time we talked to you, you had not watched the Netflix series Last Chance U. You said that. You said, I've not watched it, but obviously you've heard from everybody. Now, do you see some clips that come across your way? You're like, I don't remember saying that. And then all of a sudden, oh, I killed that. And do you judge your clips whenever you see them? You're like, I murdered that one.
Nah. A broad came over to the house the other day, and I didn't really want to watch Netflix with her and chill. But she wanted to watch the show. We watched one episode.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can't watch this.
Okay.
And she was like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. It was the first scene of the cow scene or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they only made about $4 billion off my name on this shit. I'm not watching Netflix either. So I'm spiteful right now, Pat. I don't want to watch Netflix. I don't want to watch EA Sports video game. I'm like, man, and I can't even get 40,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Well, you're going to the moon. We appreciate the hell out of you, Coach. Hopefully it'll get figured out, and we know the Netflix and chill thing, what that leads to. Bad backs, chiropractors. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach JB.
Yeah,
Coach.
Yo, we are back, and we are moments away from our big time guest joining us right here, man. We try to tell y'all, I know a lot of y'all give JB hell, and y'all think JB just be making shit up, and he just be saying, he say a lot. We disagree sometimes on this show, every now and then. But one thing I say about JB, he is a real one. He gonna always speak his mind, whether you agree or not, and he ain't gonna never lie to you. If he say somebody coming on the show, they coming on the show. And without further ado,
I don't think his camera's on yet, but he's in here.
All right. We working on some technical difficulties.
There we go.
We got the camera going. Without further ado, we got a legend on here, an Auburn legend, MVP, played in a Super Bowl, media member now, but still staying in shape, staying ready. One of my favorite players just growing up watching as well, the one and only Cam Newton is in the building. What's going on, Cam? Pleasure to meet you, my guy.
What's going on with you? You all right?
We chilling, man.
What up, dog? You good? Hey, dog. They said they saw a motherfucker walking around Miami Dolphins camp. What's cracking? You trying to play?
They capping.
Uh-oh.
To Texas, to California. I've been here in Atlanta in my studio, creating content as an influencer, as a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Hey, Lion, that's crazy. It's crazy to me to just make shit up, huh?
Yeah, I've been telling your ass.
You know how it go, bro. They look at what's hot, what's popping, and I think one of my missions being in media is you still have to vet the information. These days, they want to be the first to post. Hey, I said it first, blah, 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 not having any truth or merit to it. And it's like, my girl hit me yesterday, said, motherfucker, you in Miami? You in Charlotte?
Hey, yeah, that's real. Hey, girl gonna find out. She gonna be like, "Where the fuck you at?"
FaceTime you. Hey, where you? I thought you said you was
because a lot of people live vicariously through you. So what happens to you, it also happens to them. So even your outreach, they like, yo, congratulations to Cam. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, hold on, let me make sure he ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely heard it. I definitely seen it, and this is a fedora that I have on, but what most people wear on their hat, this was a definitely cap situation. You know what I'm saying?
It's capping. Hey, I told people before, I was like, man, I recruited Cam years ago before he went to Blinn, and you signed with Franchione's kid, and I was like, man, I was trying to get that motherfucker to Compton, boy. And I know we talked on the phone about it, and I was like, those are the days back then. People don't realize what was it, Katrina around that time back in, what was it, 08, 09, 07. There was Katrina hit. I had a bunch of kids from Louisiana, Atlanta, come to Houston to play a lot of Texas JUCO. A lot of Texas JUCOs was the thing at that time. A lot of movement was happening. JUCO is different than it is now. It's imploding damn near. It's shitty because of this transfer portal has ruined JUCO. But how important was JUCO to your success, man? I know you and Aaron Rodgers and Chad Johnson and Steve. Chad and Steve were both wideouts when I was at Compton. They were at Santa Monica. Josh Allen coming up, more of a guy like you, stature, bigger guy, can run and throw. Yeah. How important was JUCO to you, and how much do you owe it back to the game today?
Man, I'll tell you this, bro, and shout out to every motherfucker who ever went to JUCO, and I gotta speak like this because if you could, man, Jay-Z got a lyric that said, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Listen, if you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere, bro. Like, real talk. Like, man, Brad Franchione nurtured me in a time in my life where I needed it the most. I was so battered. I was so shook. I was so down on just my confidence, you know what I'm saying? And he gave me the trust, and honestly too, like, if we keeping it a buck, he gave me trust back in the white people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Where, like, from where I'm from in Atlanta, we don't see white people as somebody that's a everyday type of situation. We see them in officers, police officers, coaches, teachers, in a superior role. But when I went to junior college, for the compliance thing, there was like a week or two that I needed to. It was like a dead period where I was not going to be able to go on campus yet. I wasn't going to be able to, do whatever. And he just opened up his home and really allowed me to understand him. So when he coached me, it was more of an appreciation there, and
people person. It was a person. It was a saving my life situation. Fuck football. That's what JUCO is for. If you're doing it right way, in my opinion, that's all I did for, helping the young kids, and that's why I got players to this day similar to what you're saying. Like, people don't realize in that fraternity, in that locker room, in that tightly knitted fraternity, people don't see color, man. That's what me and Smitty argue about all the time. We're like, dog, we don't give a fuck about. We don't look back and say, oh, that white boy ass coach or that brother. We look back and say, man,
only if you mad.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that white boy fucked me over. That motherfucker fucked me over. Like, I'm like, nah.
But real shit though, and I want to clear this up just so to make it sure. My experience at the University of Florida wasn't what Tim Tebow's experience was. No different than my experience at Auburn wasn't the same as like a Neil Cottle or like whoever was a person that was back. It was just, I didn't experience Florida like he experienced it. No different than, people who went to Auburn didn't experience Auburn like I did. So I say all that to say, like, my confidence was a little shook by the time I got to junior college, and I didn't feel as confident as I knew I could be. And Brad Franchione and his family kind of opened up and allowed me to become myself and understanding this core essence of leadership. As I was at an event last night just talking about it, and I was saying to myself, it's like, yo, there's many ways to skin a cat. And I think it started, it was like the minuscule kind of genesis time in my life where I found ways to lead my way, right? I was a big rah-rah laugh, let's, play the music louder, like, everybody wasn't like that. And you had to, like, some coaches look at that as a distraction. Like, bro, why are you doing all this? But that's what I needed to kind of get myself going. And I realized a lot of people, they have their preparation processes are different. So as a leader, right, there's only one position in all of sports that's the unanimous leader day one, and that's the quarterback, right?
Regardless, right?
Regardless. You go on basketball, you say the point guard? No. What about LeBron? You know what I'm saying? He's not.
No.
You look
Hockey
at
goalie. No.
You see what I'm saying? You look at MLB, where it's like, is it the pitcher? No, he may not even.
Reliever? Is it the reliever? The starter?
Good
Who
point.
the fuck is it? Yeah.
So when you're talking about unanimous leader day one by default, it's the quarterback. So I had to learn my ways of saying, okay, cool. And Coach Franchione definitely helped me find my way.
How much involvement was Dennis, the Pops, who was the head coach at Texas A&M? He's been the head coach at every TCU. He's been at Alabama. Yeah. How much influence did he have at that time? No.
This was all Brad Franchione.
Good deal.
This was all Brad Franchione, and this was it was the gutter, bro. It was one of them situations, and I had to check him, and I'm like, bro, coach, I know I'm not at Florida, so don't even apologize before. He was like, yeah, man, I know this ain't. I said, coach, fuck Florida. At this point in my life, I was like, bro, that's gone. I'm upward and onward. And as soon as we kind of put our foot down with that expectation and understanding, it was like, okay, cool. You ain't gonna feel a certain type of way that our locker room is infested by crickets now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but
that's great. That's funny you say that, because I used to get all these big time trainers, and they come to practice, and I motherfuck them. They was in they shit. Alabama. He got cut from Alabama. I said, why you wearing Alabama shit? They cut you, homie. They just cut you from the program. Why are you wearing they shit? Nobody understands what you just said. Like, you understood it, and that's the first part of the process that these kids don't get. They still think they live in the past. Oh, I went to Alabama. You in fucking JUCO now. It's called football jail, homie. You got to get out.
I'll tell you, the only reason why I wore my gear is because that's all I had.
Exactly. And that's who makes it. By the way, that's my point. That's who ends up making it. The guy that comes with one fucking bag or some white T-shirts and a goddamn and motherfuckers that roll up in a BMW to JUCO, I cut them. Your ass ain't making it, homie.
It was just, and I think this was so important too, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, I was in a car. They didn't have Uber back then, so we had to rent a car. And the way we packed it, it was kind of like everything was kind of in the front and in the back. So it forced me to kind of be in the back, the middle row. So I'm looking, and we just pulled up, and my dad get out of the car because I was asleep when we first got to Brenham. He gets out, he started talking, and they kind of greeted me, okay, here's Cam, the quarterback from Florida, Tim Tebow's backup. That's how I was introduced for a large portion of my junior college career. It was like Tim Tebow's backup. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking, right? It's crazy how wow. So I'm looking out the window, and I'm seeing like what are to be my new upcoming teammates, right? And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, bro, one dude, he looks a little sus because he got like mismatched socks, rainbow. One is a rainbow sock, and the other sock is like a Fred Flintstone sock. The other dude, he was just like that white boy that was like a Slim Shady, a Travis Kelce-esque. I'm like, okay, he really want to be black. And then there was like, dude, it was like a funny black dude that was trying too hard. I was seeing him, and I was like, you always analyze. As a quarterback, it's natural. You just analyze the field, right? Yeah. And I think throughout my preparation of junior college, the most keyest of ingredients that allowed me to flourish was that those guys who I thought was initially weird, they engulfed me with love. They engulfed me with like, shit, motherfucker, like this how we do it here. Like we do, like I remember the first week I was there, we did like an intramural basketball, and it was like intense. So our loyalty getting, it's like we found the chemistry already right there. So I'm like, okay, I see where we at right now. It's gonna be a good ass time. So as long as everybody was really willing to really bear down and knuckle up and say like, bro, I'm with you. And those sleepless, hungry ass, testimonial nights brought us closer.
Norm.
And with that, I think they looked at me for hope, right? Because I had stories. It wasn't like the typical junior college situation where most people, it's either two people that's in junior college. Either you wasn't good enough to make it to actual college, so you need another prep year to get to college, or you was the fuck up that was at his college and you have to go back to junior college to rebrand yourself. I was a rebranding person that they would ask questions to. Yo, bro, what was it like playing with Tempty?
Yeah.
Bro, what was it like playing with Chris Hart? Yo, bro, what was it like playing with the Pound System? Yo, bro, what was it like winning the national championship? Yo, bro, you seen Joe Kim? Like all these questions, and it was like, huddle up. It's story time. Come on.
Bring it in.
Hey, let me ask you something, because we got the Pouncies on here too. They're going to come on once a week with us, and I've known them for a long time. They're some good dudes. I got to ask you this. Your take with Tyreek Hill getting pulled over. Smitty and I had a huge argument about it. I saw your take, and I'm like, we had an argument. And then and I was like, does that go back to JUCO though, what you just kind of stated, and saying, hey man, I got a different look, I got a different eye now on these folks with my skin tone, and the motherfuckers that maybe they're not just what everyone else in the media uses as an agenda. I told Smitty and I said, when you got a kid, when you have a daughter or a son, and you got a different lifestyle, you'll tell that motherfucker to keep the motherfucking window down. 100%. And I think it changes people's mindset. And Smitty 30, and he's like, well, still, two things could be true. It didn't have to happen afterwards. Like, well, yeah, but it would have never got to that point. And I think that was your take as well. But does it go back to JUCO looking and saying, you know what, Franchione was a white boy, and he actually looked out for me? It's not just, do you look at that now as a grown man and say, that might have changed my thinking?
Well, that's a whole loaded question. The first, I will go to the Tyreek situation. Man, I love Tyreek, bro. A Georgia boy who, I have the utmost respect for, and his skill set and talent, right? When I look at my takes as a sports personality now, covering sports in a football adjacent show, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's my job. I looked at it like I was the OG in the locker room, where people don't say it, but they always want to hear what you got to say, right? Yeah. And when I analyzed the whole situation, I was one of the million people that heard and got the ESPN update on their phone as I'm walking into church, and I'm like, what? Hold up. So, do we have footage? Do we have this? And then when you see the initial footage of him on the ground, it's like, oh my God, what the fuck, right? Right. But when you get the whole police dash cam and you see what transpired and how it escalated and how it could have been de-escalated at times, he didn't uphold his end of the bargain. And as any true friend, as any true person that's in your social circle or any true teammate, it's your job to not just be the yes man, to be like, yo, bro, I'm not just going to be like, yeah, dog, you could have got
foul. Yeah, like, you foul.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, Tyreek. Like, my boy. Oh, you got out, bro. You could have handled that way differently too. And even with this situation, a lot of times cats don't be willing to lose a friendship because of the truth. It's like, yo, bro, I'm just here to report what I deem you to be and uphold yourself and your morals as a way. It could have been anything. Obviously, it was a police situation where I tried to give perspective for my children, right? And all children. But it could have been a domestic situation. It could have been, you just acting as if you're normal in a club where you're being disrespectful, belligerent, whatever you want to kind of call it. These are things that accountability has to be held at all times. Now, in regards to Coach Franchione and his situation, it wasn't that I was kind of skewed, but it was like I was a little battered when I was a 17-year-old kid committed into a university. Well, I committed at 16, but by the time 17 came, I graduated early, and those same coaches that gained my trust ended up being a different person when I got on campus. So I was like, yo, coach, what's up? And he was like,
walk right by you. Walk right by you. I'm trying to tell people.
Like, hold on, bro. You was just at my church, bro. You was just in my kitchen. You was just
cooking, yeah.
talking about you gonna take care of me, bro. I don't feel that. And then already coming from where I come from, where I already got trust issues, I was like, oh man, no. So,
that's why I was that way. That's how I was, Cam. That's why I told my player. I got guys in the chat right now that play for me. And they're just like, that's why JB was never that way. I was never going to be that guy because it is a meat market. And these coaches treat the kids as pieces of meat in the market. And that's what it was.
Now, the mature Cam knows this.
Yep.
Can you blame the coach? Let's take let's take a situation like this. We are living in the golden age of inferior or athletes feeling like they're better than what they were because of fucking social media. Okay. Yeah. Let's take the coach that's at the University of Florida right now.
Billy Napier.
Yep. Right? Coach Bill.
Yep.
Do you not think that his ass cheeks are so tight on that sideline, knowing that the person that I recruited, that I had so much high hope for, ain't delivering his end of the bargain?
Yep.
So of course I'm gonna feel a certain type of way. Of course, this motherfucker, you ain't as good as I thought you were, bro. Like, man, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
And we paying you? And we paying you?
Now it becomes a whole transaction where, like, I get it now. I see. And in my situation, it wasn't that I wasn't good. I just never had the opportunity because arguably one of the greatest college football players of our era or our time was in his time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is where I mentioned it multiple times, especially on the Shannon Sharp's platform. I was like, bro, I hated to be in a position where I wanted somebody to get hurt in order for me to play. I was like, that's the most hating shit ever because I'm such a good teammate. I'm such a good person, bro. I want everybody to win. Listen, this is why I'm on here. You're not paying me to be on here. I fuck with you, coach, because I've seen you, and it brings tears to my eyes every single time I see a Last Chance U, because it's a nostalgic feel here. The sounds, the understanding of like, yo, bro, I was in JUCO, bro, and I made it out. I was a part of the 0.5% that are able to say, I use JUCO still to this day on some merits and morals that only JUCO could teach somebody. So that's where I feel like I just didn't want my intentions for Tim to be like, oh man, he ain't good. Like, no, Tim Tebow is the main reason why I got the urge and I got the skill to be authentically me. It's like, bro, if I feel confident when running the football, I'm gonna use my gift in running the football. I'm not gonna try to throw the damn ball when it's 4th and 1. Like, coach, let's make this motherfucker mano y mano, get a hat on a hat, and you leave me one hat. And I guarantee you, I can't guarantee you a lot of things. I can guarantee you I can get 1 yard if it's just one motherfucker waiting on me.
Hell yeah. Hey, because listen, my rival was the head coach at Fort Scott when you played them and beat them in the national championship. And they, by the way, people don't know, you had to go against Jason Pierre-Paul and Levante David on that Fort Scott team.
Yep.
And I remember it came down to a fucking kickoff return. And I remember the whole thing. I saw the game. And that was unbelievable. You willed them to win because they had 2 dogs over there that you're like, shit.
But I didn't even know about them. They had
right. At that time, you didn't know they were.
Corny ass running back, bro.
Yeah, the running back was the guy.
Fucking us up because
Williams. Yep.
I said, oh my God. But what people don't know about that junior college game was this. The national championship. I separated my AC joint. On the first touchdown, right? Bro, we had my junior college experience was epic because for us, coach, this is the greatness in Coach Francione. He allowed us to be us, right? Yep. We had this thing where we had to use study hall hours. We had to get 6 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours, depending on what type of grade of knucklehead you were, right? Yeah. So most of the time, we would use our time in study hall to YouTube in celebrations. So everybody, when we scored, when we did one-on-ones, like guys would literally be damn, you know what I'm saying, doing celebrations just off what they seen in study hall, right? So if you go back and you watch all of our games, when we scored, we celebrated, and it
Right.
was like it was a party. Like Drake said, it's a party every time we link up, bro. It was a party in the last rectangle, like everybody. And I think Coach Fran was the guy who, like, one of our first games that we won, he pointed out something. Yeah, we won. We had beat Butler Junior College.
Yeah,
they were
Butler.
great, number 4. They had Mettenberger or somebody.
That's what Zach Mettenberger was the quarterback.
Zach Mettenberger, right? And he paused, like, and now granted, you don't have all the angles of, you know, film in junior college, or you're not privy to that type of access, but he got like cell phone footage. He also got like a news footage just to collab and teaching us a point about team and camaraderie. He paused it and went to another clip that showed it was a bunch of individual celebrations going on. He said, motherfucker, if y'all go celebrate, y'all better start including these offensive line.
Yeah.
Including these damn fullbacks. Y'all better start including these damn, you know, D-line when y'all get picks. And that was like one of the things that was his mechanism of teaching us all, like, yo, bro, like, we all in it together, because I could be the greatest quarterback in the world. I still need an offensive line. I still need somebody to catch the damn pass. So with that, going back to the national championship, I dove on some Superman shit and landed on my fucking shoulder and separated my AC joint. So I finished the whole game with like a fucked up shoulder, trying to will myself to win. And Chad Freutnick, a guy who also took me up under his wing from Sugar Land, Texas, had the play of the year, because he was one of those. He was the white boy that was like the Slim Shady type of dude. You know what I'm saying? And he finally made a play that really, it was not finally made a play.
Game changer.
Like he made a play for us in a time where everybody was like, bro. And then all the coaches was asking before the play, is like, can you throw it 30 yards? Can we get, like, I was like, man, I don't know. I couldn't even throw a slant, let alone, but my presence was so distracting to the defense. I had to be out there, right? So
we found some of that footage. We found some of that footage, by the way, with talking about that camaraderie and what JUCO really was. Take a look.
Let's bring it in, baby. Oh, that's fine.
That right there.
That's the play.
That was it. My shoulder, bro. My shoulder.
Damn, that's crazy.
Fort Scott. That's it. That's Fort Scott.
You played it off though when you got up though.
I'm telling you,
that's crazy. The first play. Oh, you can tell too, all the way.
You can tell, yeah.
Right there.
Yep, that was it. Fort Scott. That was at Pitt State, wasn't it? Kansas.
Bro, the coldest game I've ever played in my life.
Shithole. It's just a gloomy. Take a listen. Here's what you were talking about, the camaraderie, though, as you guys celebrated together. I think you guys did a video.
In the building, I'm real hot, to the ceiling, and Motivator, it don't matter. I'm talking boys, talking that child. Here we go. I need to chill. After this game, I'm gonna throw bill. I'm going on top of the dome, on my car. I got
Those moments are that's what I miss about football the most. Like, those moments right there, man. Like,
the ones that nobody sees.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hard to
the shit that
explain.
nobody sees. I don't know. Hey, what's your take on this flick that's coming out? Everybody wants to always bring up old shit. They're making a flick of Aaron Hernandez and all that shit, and they got you in there. I don't know what the fuck. Who the fuck's playing you and Aaron Hernandez? That shit look crazy, but
it's out now. I think it just released like yesterday or 2 days ago.
They got me.
Yeah, they got you in that motherfucker. They it's crazy.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
It's crazy. Or you know, they're acting like whoever's playing you. I don't know who the hell it is, but
man,
hit them up. Get
this is the thing. This is the thing about just First, we're gonna go to that. But lastly, on the JUCO shit,
I know the Netflix owed me something.
As you can see in that clip right there, bro, it didn't matter who you were. That's how close our team was.
Yeah.
Man, it's like, bro, I came in, I didn't have no ego, right? These motherfuckers was like, listen, bro, like we know who you are, but you gotta, when in Rome, you gotta do as Romans do, right? Yeah. Bro, I got put on little Kiki, All Wall, Bum B, Pimp C. And I was like, damn, they ain't never really bopped the damn, you know what I'm saying, music from Texas. And I was just putting them on some Atlanta shit. And I remember when I came down there and remember, y'all motherfuckers capping, bro. Capping? What the fuck? Why the fuck you always saying shout it? Like it was so we had so much therapy amongst ourselves that it just brought us extremely close. So when it came down to film study, when it came down to watching practice, when it came down to even performing in the games, nobody was uncheckable. Everybody got checked. Cam, you bullshitting. Chad, you fucking up. Mike, run the goddamn football. Goods, man, lock somebody goddamn down, bro. Like, and the great teams, as you know, coach, they don't need coaching. Nope. They got people within themselves that, hold on, coach, I got us right here. Hey, bro, y'all already know what we got going on. So, yeah.
Look, here's your picture. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking picture. This you.
You lying. Hold on, bro. Ain't no way. Hold on. That is not Cam, homie.
Hell yeah,
that is not Cam, homie.
That's Cam, homie.
Cam, why they do you like this, brother?
And why they put a laptop in there, like?
Right. I ain't want to say that, but
damn, that's fucked up, homie. What's cracking with that?
Hold on. I ain't watched this shit.
No.
Somebody in the comments tell like what happens on this scene. Tell me, let me know how to look. They trying to be funny, Cam.
Get my boy wrong. Fuck that.
Hell no, bro.
That's crazy. He rolled his chair back.
You gotta call somebody. He got some money coming your way.
At the end of the day, it is what it is, and to be able to look, as I got a laptop right here. Hey, I'm a vintage dude, so I got a printer right here. I got it all.
Oh my God.
Typewriter. He old school with it.
Old school, bro. Vintage work. Where I'm like a timeless classic type of dude. But FX, y'all need y'all ass up for that. But I'm all here for it though, man. Fuck it.
Hey Cam, man, we got one more question for we appreciate the hell out of you, man. We gotta do it again and promo the hell out of it. I appreciate you jumping on like this, man, and all this going on. I gotta come out there and see you at your spot though, because you got that cigar lounge. I gotta come peep it and see you for sure. Smitty got a question for you about this current quarterback landscape, because I've been on the ass, and now you got these girls like Mina Kimes coming out here talking about cover two's the reason. I'm just like, oh man, I got D1 coaches on the show, and we're like laughing, like what the fuck? Like cover two just got invented yesterday. But anyway,
first of all, let me go back real quick to make sure, especially in media, you got to cover your ends, right? Aaron Hernandez was a very good soul. Let me say that.
Yeah.
I knew the 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old Aaron Hernandez. And to bring this story full circle, on my soul, on my firstborn, there was only one person from my University of Florida roster that ever checked in and checked up on me. It was Aaron Hernandez.
Wow.
Damn.
So that tells you how our relationship was and the amount of care that we had for each other. You know what I'm saying? It was so important for us to understand, number one, that, because I don't know what he did. I don't know if the thing that he did is true. I only know, and I'm holding on to the relationship that we had. This was a person that was from Bristol, Connecticut, that, we thought, shit, they don't play football in no damn Connecticut.
Yeah.
Right. When you see an Aaron Hernandez, a person who played before his time, who was a dynamic football player, who while in New England was a running back, was a tight end, was an H-back, was so many different things alongside with Rob Gronkowski. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. This person was the person who was the jokester. He was a fun-loving kid, and he loved hard. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy who was a loner. You know, he suffered from things that we know now as trauma with losing his father. You know what I'm saying? He was extremely close with his brother. He was extremely close with his aunt. And he was extremely close to that whole 2007 early recruiting class. We had myself, Aaron Hernandez, the Pouncey twins, Joe Hayden, Carlos you know, Lamar Black, like real dudes that were around each other every single day, still having that continuity from junior college that I brought there to JUCO because I knew how we were at Florida. You see what I'm saying? We went everywhere together. And
hey, you said some real shit about JUCO because earlier when you said it didn't matter where I came from or whatever, and you just said right now, I don't know what he did, if he did it, whatever. Only I knew was the guy. I'm judging you off how you treat me. Fuck all the other shit. That's a JUCO thing I used to tell my kids, and it's crazy you brought that up. I used to tell my players, I don't care if you came from Alabama or Auburn or Georgia. I don't care what you did either. You're here now, and from here on going forward is how I judge you. I don't judge your past. I can't.
Right. I'll say this in the words of Hattie Lou Newton, who's my grandmother, but an earthly angel for me. She would say, people don't remember what you did for them more than they will remember how you made them feel. Mm-hmm. So for me, I knew how Aaron Hernandez made me feel as a friend, as a teammate, and as a person who just had a genuine heart and that just wanted to make it to the league, you know what I'm saying? To take care of his son and just to be that type of person. But yeah.
Hey, Smitty's gonna get you out of here. He got one question.
Yeah,
about
last
the current
thing.
quarterback slate.
I know on this show, Ken, we always, having discussions about just the current quarterback, the play around the league. And, these first 2 weeks, I know there was a stat we showed, JB, the first 2 weeks where it was like the lowest total passing yards per game in like the last 20 or so years. Obviously, you played the position at a very high level. I want to ask you, what's your overview, I guess, looking at today's quarterbacks and state quarterback play? Do you feel like the play has lowered since the time you left, or what's going on today?
No, it's a different type of game. You gotta understand this. When people were really airing it out, it was because offensively they had matchups. You know what I'm saying? Now, right, even when I was playing, it was turning, and it's still constantly turning, right? Where you would say starting out on the defensive side of the ball, there was days where you had 5 D linemen and 2 linebackers, right? Or D lineman considered as a DN, a standing DN, or anything.
Hybrid.
Front shit, yeah.
Just to stop the run. Okay. Yep. Now it evolved into an actual 4-3 defense where it's like, okay, cool. Now we have 3 linebackers and 4 down linemen. Now you look at who takes the field on the defense. It's 2 linebackers, potentially 3 damn D linemen or 4 down linemen, and you have 5 cornerbacks or DBs that's out there to understand how the game is altered, the gameplay and the philosophy behind the game. I say all that to say we had a take on our 4th and 1 podcast that I was mentioning before this stat even came out, understanding each team's winning formula at the quarterback position. All right. Let me give you 2 statistics where I feel comfortable with this quarterback throwing the ball 30 plus to 40 plus times in Matthew Stafford. He's a vet. Aaron Rodgers, he's a vet. He knows how to take care of the football, or as they call it in the huddle or in the locker room, he knows how to find a completion, right? That's what Drew Brees was so good at doing. I'm going to take a shot. No, let me just get it to my little running back. So it's still, in essence, a 3-yard gain, but it could have been a sack for a 2nd and 16 type shit, right? So now when you look at the game now, you look at a guy like Justin Fields. You look at a guy like Lamar Jackson. You look at a guy like Anthony Richardson. In my honest opinion, their winning formula isn't to throw the ball 35 plus times.
Right.
Now, the statistic should be this, and it should not matter how these yards are getting accumulated. It's not about just passing yards. It's about overall offensive production, which is offensive football. Now, when you say, yeah, you're not seeing a lot of 400 passing yards, 350 passing yards, but the offensive efficiency is still there. Now, you going back to Justin Fields or Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's week 1 performance was everything brilliant outside of a fumble, right? That was inopportune, and he can't prevent that. That's just all in the nature of the game. But it's just a turnover battle that you still have to win. So when you have a guy like Lamar Jackson, whose sweet spot should be 25 to 32 times a game where you're throwing the ball, he's going to give you this a hidden 60 yards in rushing, which either is a design quarterback run or a scramble. And then you can hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, where he should get you 80 to 120 yards. All in all, if you accumulate all that, that's upwards of about 400 yards to 380 yards of total offense.
My case is closed.
So even as you look at the game, you're saying, okay, why is the passing down? That doesn't mean people aren't putting up a lot of points, because points is still the determining factor if you win or lose. People are still putting up points. The game is just changing that. Now defenses know that guys like Patrick Mahomes, you can't go out there with just 4 linebackers. You just can't go out there with 3 linebackers. You got to go out there with some guys that can cover. And
you know, the thing is, too, when they changed the rules, though, Cam, where they can't hit y'all no more. And I mean, quarterbacks, when we all played it, they can't hit us now.
Who they can't hit? Because shit.
I know. They hit you.
And I'm from Indiana. AR5 been getting his ass hit these first few weeks. I know that much.
Here's the thing I'm saying, though. They took away the 225-pound safety, and now he's a corner playing safety because they have to cover now because of RPO and not being able to. If I don't need a guy in the box no more fitting the run, I'm going to go lighter. Look at Patrick Queen and some of these best linebackers in the NFL. They 215. Remember your day, you had linebackers like, you had some real motherfuckers like 250.
Ray Lewis, man, you look at a guy like Thomas Davis, who really was a hybrid type of guy too. He was still 6'2", about 238, 240, and could run. You know what I'm saying? So as these games or as the game is changing, athletes in the game is really the accelerator for change, right? For so long, left tackles was the most hot position because of what? You had guys like J.J. Watt. You had Jadeveon Clowney.
Paul, in your era, Paul.
No, bro. So you got to understand where the game is kind of morphing to. And they've understood to combat these high-octane, explosive offenses, we need to alter that in the defense and change our defense around too, so we can't just have mismatches all over the field. And even when you go back to Aaron Hernandez, when he was playing in New England, Josh McDaniels did such an unbelievable job with staying in the same, as you would call it, 22 personnel. 22 personnel. On paper, you would say, okay, they're going to be in a double tight obligation with one receiver. They will come out just like that for a first play. That second play, they're going to go no huddle. And that same formation now is spread it out. And now you have one receiver. You have a fullback that you can protect, and you put him all the way out there. But now you have Aaron Hernandez matched up on a DN. You have Rob matched up on a weak linebacker. You have a receiver, and then you have a shifty running back that can still serve as a receiver. So these are the matchups that this is the chess of football that people don't really understand. It's like, okay, it's going like that, but it goes back to matchups and how the players inside the game has accelerated the game.
No doubt. No doubt. Man, we can't thank you enough, bro. We got to get you back on here. I got to come see you. We got to do this again. Can't thank you enough for jumping on here last minute like this from your studio, man, chilling.
Make sure you shout out your podcast as well, your show, anything you want to shout out real quick. Here's your time to do that too, brother.
Man, it's all love, bro.
Oh, okay. I'm getting with stuff. We just getting your time, my guy. We got you. We appreciate it.
5 million followers.
We get it. I get it, but we still, we still showing love.
At the end of the day, I would treat it, as a streamer now, as a YouTuber, as a content creator.
Yep.
Right? I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna be respectful to the platform and say I'm not too hard to find. Right.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Hey, man. Much love, brother. We'll stay in touch, man, and stay safe out there, man.
Nice to meet you, my guy. Have a good one.
All right, Cam. Peace.
Peace.
Much love to Cam.
That was
dude.
dope.
He would have stayed on all day, by the way. If you don't know by now, if you can't figure out when real ones come on and talk, there's no rush. By the way, he could have stayed on another fucking hour. He wouldn't have cared. He didn't have to get off.
That's
real.
real.
What's this mean? What's this
What?
ball at 9600?
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
It made a noise. It gave a code. You unplugged it?
No, I ain't touching it. There you go. I don't know what's going on, bro.
That was you.
I didn't do anything. I'm like, look, my chair ain't even touching
At
it.
BPS, homie.
I mean, you bought this thing.
William Molly, I'm your daddy.
Who was that earlier, though, before? Because, like, I'm petty. Early in the show, when you brought up Cam, somebody was like, JB been talking about this for months. Just let us know when it's a for sure thing.
Whizzle.
Was G? No, that wasn't G Wizzy. That wasn't G.
Oh,
Wizzy.
it was that other one, Evan Nope or whatever.
Evan Nope.
Evan, whatever. Yeah.
He talked all that shit.
Yeah.
Evan, thank you, D Jones. Evan Vogt, because I'm about names and numbers. When people talk shit, you gotta call them out. And JB, listen, I got to feel my guy on this. If he say somebody coming on the show, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna happen.
What do I know?
And if it don't happen, it ain't because he making something up. It's because something shifted.
Everybody's throwing that motherfucker under the bus.
Evan Volpe.
Everybody call-
Hey, they remember his name, homie. Where you at, Evan Volpe?
Hey, where you at, Evan Volpe?
Apologize right now.
Hey, you motherfuckers will keep. You guys monitor shit tough. I'll tell you right now.
That's
I'll give you guys
impressive.
credit.
I can hear you got up for the chat.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys staying on, man. Last minute got like that. He wanted to come on, and he came on, and we'll do another one. We'll promote it and bring him on and have a huge show. So shout out to Cam coming on here.
Leah, make sure you go back and check it out. It's gonna be on YouTube. You ain't miss it. You missed it live, but you ain't miss it.
But you missed it live then.
But you ain't miss it though.
But you missed it live.
But if you missed it live,
different experience.
You go back and watch. But it's still live for her though.
This different experience though.
But you didn't miss it.
It's over.
That's a wrap.
It's over though.
So you say you go to a bait, like cut that out and remove it from the episode so you can't even watch it?
Is fresh brisket better than leftovers?
Spaghetti better as leftovers.
No, it's not.
Keep it funky, homie.
It's a mental thing, homie. It's not better than it right off the hot pot.
It's something about those mixtures of like spaghetti.
Not better.
Any concoction when you mix
Not
a lot
better.
of flavors together, it's
Say
better
what?
the next day.
Better what?
Any concoction when you
I don't
mix
use that
flavors
word.
together,
I don't
like
use that term.
spaghetti, fried rice.
White
even.
people use cock. Why? That's a white.
Yeah, I don't have
cock.
That. Earlier you were breaking
Give me
down
your cock.
Earlier you were breaking down, homie. Earlier you were breaking
Cock
down
and balls.
You were breaking down the spine,
shit is white
and there
as
was a
fuck.
term
I can never-
there was a
cock.
term you used called a coctus or some shit. I didn't know what you was talking about. I think you was going there.
Cock.
I don't have that.
Do you know what we grew up in the hood calling cock?
When I was a little kid, I called my shit a dingaling. I thought dick was a cuss word.
Cock is pussy, homie. I'm just telling you. And if you're from the hood in LA, in the hood,
What you saying?
I'll bring any of my OG homies.
Now, what are you saying
now?
though? When you say that, what you saying?
Like, I'm gonna go get me some cock.
Shit!
That meant pussy.
Fuck! Don't say that though.
You don't know. You're not
But
from the hood, homie.
hey,
You're not from the hood.
don't ever-
Any real hood cat in here? Break it down to Smitty. Let 'em know.
Say that again.
Anyone in this motherfucker that's
Gene
real
said,
will
"What
tell
the
you
fuck,
right now.
JB?" And
They
Gene
don't-
love you.
they don't
So
know.
for Gene to say that,
Because Gene is white as it gets, he uses the word cock every day. Cocksucker. Hey, you cocksucker. That's white people shit. I'm telling you, in the
I got
hood,
a dick.
In the hood,
Respectfully, I
I
don't
say
got
dick.
none of
I
that.
say dick. In the
You got a
hood,
wee-wee, I
we
think.
used to call pussy. We used to call pussy cock.
So all right, so hold on. Back in the day, so you talk to the homie, it's on, what you got going on. Tell me how you would say, like, you say in a sentence, you talk to the homie.
Homie, what's cracking tonight?
Shit, chilling, man. I heard a couple of shorties supposed to be hanging out at so-and-so house.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
I'm about to run through that cock. That's real shit. I mean, that's real. You don't know.
Hey, I know we don't say this no more, but balls.
For what?
No Diddy.
Hey, Rick, hit me up, Rick. I'm going to have you in the show
Chill.
live. Most hood cat in L.A. runs L.A., by the way. He's going to come live with Freeway Rick. We're going to come in here studio and tell y'all straight up and tell me if I'm lying.
Hey, y'all.
And I can't believe there's no L.A. real hood cats in here right now that don't know.
Hey, yo, chill. It's been a real show, man. Loaded show from top to bottom, man. Make sure if you didn't
Somebody
see.
said, was this in the 60s or 70s?
If you didn't see Coach JB's.
No, motherfuckers in the 90s.
If you didn't see
2000s.
Coach JB's big board segment about Mel Kiper. Hey, Mel Kiper, cover 2. Bring the safeties down to linebackers. That's what we're doing next. Next time we came Blitz. Make sure you go back and watch that because it was legendary. Cam Newton joined us for about an hour. That was legendary. Shout out to him. Darnell's dogs. Loaded show, man. We appreciate y'all, man. 1,000 throughout. One more show tomorrow, man. We'll end the week. 1,000 throughout. 1,000 throughout.
Hey, shout out to everybody, man, for joining us. Steve, Kim, and all. And we will see you tomorrow. It is Free Game Friday. We'll be back in the lounge. I'll have this ticker up there. We'll see how I get that figured out at the lounge. But listen, pound that like, subscribe, make this the biggest show, the realest show on Planet ERF.
That's how we started.
Faster twits. Peace.
Issues get pressed so fast you don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown, kill the ass a rap. We what the game's been.